are here. Sit down. We got a show for y'all. And I want to break down last week's episodes. Rudra, you already in the chat, and I love it. I love it. I love it. That song intro was the Attack on Titan opener. It was one that I found, yeah, but it is like a remix for My War. I thought it was pretty dope when I started listening to it, so I definitely was just like, all right, let me go ahead and make this my opener this week and go from there. But I'm excited. Sorry about yesterday. Like I said last stream, I was definitely going to be trying some new things, definitely trying to see where it comes out, and then, you know, finding different days to essentially stream and see which ones are the best. Now, I know it's a Monday. People got work. People got school. But here in America, it's Memorial Day. So I was trying to see maybe we got some people. But America, I just thought about it. They're probably all at the beach right now. They probably all in the ocean enjoying themselves, having barbecue. No, Rudra, I haven't heard the rumbling yet, but I might have to, you know, try it out, see how it is. Francisco, what's up? What's up? Yeah, but I might have to try it out, Rudra. What's your rating on it? 1 through 10. Let me know. But yeah, so we got our jam-packed show today. We got we're gonna do our recap of the week. We're gonna go over Death Note. We're gonna go over Attack on Titan. We also gonna throw in a little bit of Windbreaker and do my thoughts on it. Oh, 10 out of 10 for real? Ooh. I might try to do it on the stream, but you know, it might hit copyright and they might not let me do what I want to do. So might need to figure out how I'm gonna do it. Yes, Attack on Titan is 10 out of 10. So we're gonna talk about last week's episode, kind of dive into it. So make sure y'all in the chat and make sure y'all active, because I'm sure y'all got a lot of questions on how my brain works, or hell, I got a lot of questions on how y'all brain work. So I just feel like it's gonna be a jam-packed one. I'm gonna throw in a little bit of the Crunchyroll winners. I thought it was like a couple snubs, but I also saw a lot of them coming for the winners because some of the ones that won, you already know these names, and they've been here. And I'm not gonna say been here long term, but it's just becoming like one of those real popular ones. So I don't know. At the end of the day, we gonna figure out how that pans out and then some. Let's see. What else are we doing this time around? We got some other stuff that I'm gonna react to. Get to that in a little bit, and then, you know, we just gonna vibe and kick it, right? So lock in. Let's see where we're at. Let's kick off with the first one. Death Note. How many of y'all went back and watched my reactions of Death Note this week? Now we had the face-off. The face-off we've been waiting for. Basically, that was episode 15. And then we had episode 16 air this week. So, Death Note, what y'all think? We at the peak of it right now. L is L is coming in. L is smart. So, chat, let me know what y'all think of, like, do you feel like Light is about to get caught because of Misa? Or is Misa, I mean, we all know in episode later on in the week, in episode 16, Misa does get caught and she trapped. L is smart. L turned around and was just like, switch phones. Oh, you meant to call her? Oh, I must have had this phone. Hello? Hello? Sorry. It must have been when I grabbed her butt. No. But Do you think now that they have Misa trapped, do you think she folds? If you would react to the ending of Attack on Titan, read the subtitles. I always get emotional reading the subtitles and listening. Okay, you mean at the end of Attack on Titan? Do you mean like at the end of the episodes, like the closing songs? Rudra? But back to Death Note. The next thing with like Death Note, there's a lot of things going on right now. A lot of people cried at the end. Don't be giving me no spoilers. We're not talking season finales, or are we just talking about episode endings? Because we ain't gonna look. I'm all here for the fun, but don't spoil nothing for me. Don't spoil nothing for me, please. But y'all talk about Attack on Titan. I'm stuck on. I'm doing Death Note right now. We gonna get to Attack on Titan. Bear with me. Bear with me. But as far as like Death Note goes, what, like right now, that battle between Light and L is like really, really building up. And I low key feel like it's gonna put a lot of people in compromising positions. Because we already know Rem said, "You get my girl caught up, that's you." But we also know, in my opinion, I also feel like Ryuk is like a waste of a Shinigami. I don't know if he's just too chill for me, but Rem is about that action. She loved her Death Note holder. Even though she won't come out and say it, but you can see how protective of her she is. And Ryuk just in the back chilling, making sure he get his apples. Now that we've done both episodes, my thought is, do y'all really think Misa is going to fold? Is Misa gonna basically come out and tell everybody what's gonna happen? Because does that mean Light would have to off Misa so that Misa doesn't tell? I guess y'all don't even y'all haven't been watching my Death Note, huh? Y'all not even in the chat right now, chat. Y'all not even saying nothing about Death Note. Y'all waiting for Attack on Titan. I know, but I gotta give for the ones that watch my Death Note. I know we gonna get there. We gonna get there. Oh, you can't talk without a little spoiling? All right, Ruja, if that means you got to give a little bit of spoiling, well, hold on. Don't tell me if she flips or not. But I also believe that there's going to be people put in compromising positions. And what I mean by like compromising positions, it's like if L to me has no boundaries. L doesn't have a circle of people. He has Wanasabi or whatever his name is, his butler. But have you noticed L doesn't really have anybody else? He's always locked up or on a case. And I don't mean locked up like jail, but I mean like he's always in a hotel room or somewhere away from society where he doesn't have friends. So my question is that why he's so weird? And I hate the fact that they keep showing his toes, or just he always eats sweets. How he not diabetic? How he not taking insulin shots? All I see him is eating cake. And I guess that kind of brings back like the childish mentality of how young he really is. But for how smart he is, he doesn't necessarily have friends. And so when he called Light his friend, I think it was more of like, I love this competitive nature. And because I love this competitive nature and I don't know what a real friend is, you're the closest thing that I have to a friend. Wouldn't you think? But either way, the fact that he was willing to go ahead and take Misa under the suspicion of that, and the way he tricked, and he was very smart about that, for Misa to show up at the school, that already exposed Light. And I told y'all last stream, I feel like Misa gonna do something stupid to get Light caught up, and now she's caught up in it. And I feel like Light is gonna have to do something in order to save her, because what Rim said. And if he's gonna put himself in that compromising position, do you know who are the top 3 best detectives in the world? Okay. I'm assuming L would be one of the best detectives. And then was Pinbar one of them, since he was from the FBI? I don't know. And then the third one would be Light's dad. I'm gonna say those 3. And not in that particular order, but those 3. But I guess this week, and I know L with 3 different accounts. Oh, he's psychotic. He loves 3 different names in a. He's psychotic. He might be a little bit. He might be low key a stalker. He might be following y'all on Instagram and Facebook. You better be careful. But no, I think it's gonna come to that point. And make sure after this stream, y'all go back and check out the reaction for Death Note. It just came out literally like 30 minutes ago. I'm probably messing up the algorithm by being live and my video also being up, but who cares? We here for the fun, and I'm here for y'all. But either way, all right. That's what I got for Death Note. Now, let's talk about Windbreaker. No, just kidding. I'm kidding. We're not going to do Windbreaker. Let's go to Attack on Titan. All right. So, Attack on Titan right now is really, and I'm going to say it, is really heating up. And when I mean like heating up, Attack on Titan, we know Annie back. We know everybody is now coming together to figure out whose side they're going to be on. And I don't know. I've had questions here and there talking about what do I think, like, are they going to be able to stop Eren in this rumbling? How do I feel about everything? It's been a whole week, Rudra. How you not started Windbreaker yet? I mean, hey, I need you to get on top of that. No, but for real though, as far as everything goes with Attack on Titan, I think we're getting, like, as I know, that there's like 30 episodes for Attack on Titan. And then you start getting into the long form and everything of that sort. You know what? I didn't even check with y'all. Yo. This week I did something very interesting. And what I mean by like I did very interesting, I went ahead and I brought y'all on my travels. And what I mean by like I brought y'all on my travels, if you haven't seen my reactions this week, I was in Europe. And because I was in Europe, well, not this week, I wasn't physically in Europe this week. It was last week, but it's now showing this. Wait. It was 2 weeks ago, but not showing last week, if that makes sense. But no, I did some recordings while I was in Europe, and I wanted to kind of like, yes, at the Louvre Museum. I definitely did that. And then I did one while I was in Biarritz. I had traveled to France, and I did the first, I did an Attack on Titan episode 23, The Sunset. I did that one at in Biarritz, southern France, with the lovely, amazing architectural homes that were behind me. And then I did a couple episodes at the Louvre. And then I got another surprise for y'all coming up this week. If y'all see the episode that's happening right now, you'll see, I can't remember. You go just see another scenery. At the end of the day, I wanted to get y'all idea of what your thoughts are. My question to y'all is, hold on. Hang on real quick. Hang on. I'm gonna put a poll up, and this poll, I got a question for y'all. The question is, should I keep doing the reactions? Should I keep doing my continue reacting while I travel? Are you talking about my different phone? Yeah, I mean, I have a tint on my phone screen, and on my phone screen, that's where I'm watching the anime. But I got a whole new different setup that I'm gonna start for my next travel to my next country. So, hey, Ray, what up, boss? But yeah, so my question is to everybody, as you see the poll in there, should I still, what did y'all think of me reacting while I was doing my travels? Low key, yes, the quality isn't the same like it is while I'm in my room in the studio, obviously, because I got my expensive camera, I got my expensive setup, I got my room, I got the acoustics and everything is good. Yes, I get y'all get all that. But I also want to be able to have a good background. Y'all go on my channel as far as enjoying the background, enjoying it, and then it also starts to feed into my travel channel. Y'all ain't gotta follow. This is not, well, this is actually a shameless plus, even though, I mean, plug, even though it is my channel. But I wanted to kind of bridge the two together so y'all can go on my travels while still enjoying the anime part of things. So it's not going to be every single episode I'm in a new country, but you'll start seeing intertwining of, as I'm away from my studio, I'm just going to bring y'all along instead of like in the past. You'll see like I was inconsistent during like past fall because I was traveling and I just didn't record at all. So there was like a couple of weeks where I had to throw in a recap of this season, or I had to binge watch a few, record a few, so that it kind of kept playing while I was gone. So now I'm just like, let me go ahead and just bring y'all with me. Have y'all enjoy the things that I get to see. Because some of y'all know you may be on the younger side and you haven't traveled yet, or you just don't have the funds to travel. So you can be able to travel with me. So I'm back in the US since I'm live right now in the studio. I'm back in the US. The past episode, I was in France. I don't know why I didn't think of it. I was in the UK for a week. I was in France, and then I did a little bit of northern Spain. And I just didn't think to record while I was doing the anime to help have you guys enjoy it. But while I was in France, I did decide to like, okay, let me go ahead and record. And that's what I did. My next country that I think I'm going to travel to is going to be Puerto Rico. Don't hold it to me. Don't stamp it yet. It's what I'm trying to put together, because as I travel, I also need to make sure that the places that I want to travel to don't have like restrictions or issues like the places I want to visit with me recording. I want to be respectful to everybody in their country and the people around me. So I have to do my research on that. But I'm also going to be traveling throughout the US. So if y'all want to join, I'm going to also record while I'm going through the US. For those who lives in Europe and y'all watching me right now, or those who live internationally, you'll be able to see some of the great stuff that's in the US, and I'll be recording from the US. Is it going to be as mind-blowing unless I'm in New York City, or I'm in LA, or I'm in Miami, those three major hubs? You'll see other places like Atlanta, Denver, for those who know like the United States and the different cities within those states. So I think I'm definitely going to keep doing it. I'm going to keep trying to improve how the production's going to look while I'm traveling, but I still like the real raw and uncut of everybody still being able to see exactly what it looks like. Ray, what you know about Denver? Are you in Denver? You ain't got to tell me, but are you? I don't know who's in the United States or who's where. So if you're in my channel right now, go ahead and drop what country you're in. Oh, hey, okay, cool. If you in the chat right now, chat, go ahead and drop what country you in. You ain't got to give city, just in case. If you feel like giving city, that's perfectly fine. But if country is perfectly fine too. Okay, Rudra from India. I appreciate you coming. I know it's kind of probably late in India right now, ain't it? It got to be like 12 a.m., ain't it? Something like that. But I appreciate you coming to the live. I appreciate you coming to the live. But yeah, okay. But that was my segment on the traveling and what I want to do. Oh, shoot. It's only 9 o'clock. Oh, you still got plenty of time to hang out with you. All right. So let's get into Attack on Titan. All right. So for the Attack on Titan side, things are heating up. Things are heating up. I had a question last week where one of my lovely Kicker Nation members asked me, what do I feel like they're going to be able to stop Eren? And should they stop Eren? Y'all let me know what y'all think about. I know you've already seen it, so it's kind of like you already know what's going to happen. But I guess I can't ask that question, because then I would be like, what would be your perfect situation on how Eren's handling it without giving spoilers? That makes it really difficult. But as far as right now goes, I feel like with Gabby and Annie, and now we're getting like the background of Annie, I feel like Annie's background is low-key super sad. How her dad wanted a boy all this time and was raised as a boy, and she just wanted to make sure her dad loved her and seen her, so she became more of a tomboy. And then he basically trained her to become basically a honorary Marleyan, and that was his sole focus, was to make sure that she became an honorary Marleyan. And because of that, I'm just like, yo, what in the world? Like, chat, let me know. If you had a kid, what would be your preference of sex or gender? Would you want a boy or would you want a girl? And I guess I only ask this is because a lot of people that I know around me, yes, I know I'm a little bit older. As a guy, a lot of us always want a boy, just so it becomes like our splitting image. And then women want that. A lot of them want a boy, or I think women are probably, I'm just assuming, don't. I'm just assuming. Don't quote me on it. There's no stats behind it, but I don't know. I guess women would want both, or from what I've heard, a lot of women want both boy or girl. So I don't know. I really don't know. But yeah, back to what we were chatting about. Yeah, so, and the fact that Annie went through all of that, then she was basically stuck in the crystal, and then all of a sudden, we start hearing her background story. Do you guys feel like Annie's gonna be an integral part of the ending? Because all of a sudden, she's back in the story. She's been gone literally for 3 seasons. She was frozen from season 1. You don't want me to be running around. Oh man, I'm dead. Hey, I'm the same way. I couldn't imagine a second one of me as a boy, just running around this world. The world can't handle 2 of me. I'm just saying. The world can't handle 2 of me. I already feel like I'm enough trouble. But so, and my other question to y'all, don't tell me what happens to him in the end, but what are your thoughts on Flock, or the dude with the part hair that I didn't like in the beginning of the season, Eren's Jaegerites or whatever, his leader? What are in chat? Let me know. What is your thoughts on him? I don't know. For me, he is annoying. I don't like him. I still don't like. I didn't like him when he was the survivor of the battle with Beast and the battle with Beast at the wall. I didn't like him then, and I still don't like him. I don't know if that's just harsh on my side. That's why I don't like him. But for me, it's just like, why? Like, why? But apparently he took it upon himself to be the leader of everything. So who knows? Who knows? All right. Episode 24. So on episode 24, oh yeah, he definitely went from Aaron's hater to Aaron's glazer. Big facts. And what, like, the fact that Connie stole Falco and went to go feed Falco to his mother, I don't know. I think it's, to me, it's sadistic and cool because it's like, look, I don't care about this little kid. It ain't my little kid. He came here to kill us. So let me go ahead and feed him to my mama, save my mama. But then he would have only had his mama for what, 13 years? And then she would have been gone. So if you were in Connie's position, right? If y'all was in Connie's position, would you give Falco, feed Falco to your mama? Let me know. Would you feed Falco to your mother? I mean, me, y'all already know how I feel. I'd give a whole orphanage. Y'all may judge me. To get my mama back, oh, your morals wouldn't let you. I just lost my mom 6 months ago. So maybe it's just raw and cut right now. But me, yeah, I'd give a whole orphanage to get my mama back. Sorry, that's just how I feel. Don't judge me. It is what it is. I'd give a whole orphanage. Okay. But nah, on the real though, my mother wouldn't like it. Oh, damn, sorry, Ray. My condolences to you too. But at the end of the day, I get it. Cause like, if you had that chance and you was just standing at the door and you was like, you need to give up 5 of these kids in order to bring back this one person. It's kind of like that, the scenario if you're on a trolley or a train and you have the ability to swerve, kill one person, or keep straight and kill 5 people. What would you pick? Well, it depends on what I get back from it. I appreciate it, Rudra. But at the end of the day, I'm just sitting here like, dang, that's a good question. If you mean I drop this little kid in my mama's mouth and I get her back, yeah, I get it. But anyways, moving on. But also the fact that Armin, like, Armin is so selfless that I'm just like, Armin, why would you go ahead and just turn around and throw yourself into the mouth to save this little boy? You're an integral part of this war. And you just ready to sacrifice yourself for, and I get it, it's a kid. I absolutely get it. They all around the same age. But you're willing to give yourself up and let everybody that you love die because you're part of one of the smartest individuals on the scouts team. You're willing to let all them people die just so this little boy can survive. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. But what you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Any questions for me on Attack on Titan right now? Hunt chat? Anything y'all want to know? Because I know we're getting into the thick of things. Bro, you would have given the most broken Titan to the worst useless person. Ah, yeah. I see your point there. But when they're not in Titan mode, I mean, but wait, who? Whoa, Rudro. I guess I'm confused. Who is who's the worst useless person? I guess I'm a little confused on who we're considering or talking about. Are you talking about Connie's mom? But I mean, if it is Connie's mom, we don't really know what Connie's mom was like prior to her being a Titan. We don't know her personality. We don't know anything. But now it also makes me wonder: does Connie go on a killer arc like Eren because of his mom being a Titan and not being able to be reversed? Does he join Eren's cause and think, okay, Eren might have a point since I can't have my mama. You guys changed my mama, and that ain't cool. That ain't cool. So that could be the $1,000,000 question that goes behind it, though, right? I don't know. I guess y'all gonna have to let me know that. Outside of that, I'm trying to think anything else that I miss for Attack on Titan with the Pride side, for Pride episode. So what I think is gonna come up next for this week, it's tough. I feel like the Rumble is definitely gonna continue. I don't know how Mikasa is gonna kind of react to it, because Mikasa is in a very, 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 very like broken way. Oh, you be careful driving. But I guess for me, Mikasa's broken right now. And what I mean by like Mikasa being broken, all right, Rudra, have a good night. What I mean by Mikasa being broken, it's basically Mikasa has been given, like, when Eren and Mikasa and Armin was in that room, and Eren basically, we knew why Eren did it, but I feel like he did irreparable damage. And what I'm being by irreparable damage is because Mikasa is now second guessing everything, her existence and why she's with Eren. And what I mean by like why she feels like she's doing that is because she doesn't know if she's really wanting to do that or if it's just because her family lineage is supposed to take care of Eren, right? So like if she's supposed to take care of Eren because that's what her bloodline is supposed to do, then how does she make the decision for herself? How is she going to be able to do all of that if it's not her choice, right? And that was like the big thing Eren was trying to tell her is like, yo, look at like your family lineage. This is why you're basically a slave to me because I'm a Titan and your name forces you to do this. And we kind of learned that earlier in the series. I don't know. At the end of the day, I still feel like Mikasa is going to want to save him because who he is. And just because she no longer wears the scarf, I feel like it's still going to come back. She's going to want to save Eren. She's going to want to be there for Eren. So we're going to have to figure out how all that kind of comes together. All right. Now, for Windbreaker. For those of you who haven't seen it, this might be this might go ahead and be sorry, spoiler. The last episode that we shot that came out this week was episode 5. And it had a doozy. So now that the fighting is kind of over, I don't know which way the series is going. There's new characters that have been brought into the fold. For example, Tsubaki. I think I'm saying Tsubaki, right? Tsubaki is a great, wonderful character. They're trying to put in more of the LGBT community into anime, it seems. And they kind of brought in Tsubaki, and Tsubaki being transgender in this case, I'm all for it. It's what it is. I'm gonna go, oh, hang on. I guess let me rephrase that. It's cool that they did it. But I don't know which way the storyline is going to go with Windbreaker. And I'm just giving y'all a heads up and I'm announcing it now. I'm giving Windbreaker another couple of episodes to see if it's going to remain in my lineup. Because there's so many great animes that I can be reacting to, but I'm not feeling the same excitement as I was in season 1. One of the main things that I thought Windbreaker was going to continue to be is the form of these gangs, the fighting, the camaraderie, everything. We've now pivoted a little bit and it's becoming a little bit more mellow. Not that it's nothing bad with it, it's just not my vibe of what I react to. So I'm a little on the fence if I'm gonna finish Windbreaker for the rest of the season. Oh, so you like, okay. So you like Tsubaki. So, okay. So then, like I said, I'm going to give it a couple of more episodes. I don't know which way it's going because it's going now towards what it feels like more of a sentimental avenue than it was when Windbreaker first came out. But Ray, if you telling me that it gets better and that Tsubaki is going to get better, so I'm going to give it, like I said, I'm going to give it a couple more episodes to react to. Me and Remy is going to go ahead and do Remy. Oh my God, I said Remy. She going to kill me. Remini. Me and Remini is gonna continue to react. So we got another one that's gonna come out this week. Okay, so you said it's slowing down a bit for a few episodes. Okay. I didn't know how they was gonna do it, so I guess I'm gonna go ahead and continue. Me and Remini are gonna continue reacting, but again, I'm cool. I like how they're kind of trying new things out, especially in anime world, trying new things out to see what comes of it. But like you said, it's slowing down for a few episodes. So I'm excited to see when it kicks back up. All right. So enough of the recap and what's going on. Let's get into some reactions. And make sure you're driving safe, Ray. Make sure you're driving safe. All right. So let's see what we got. So I was going to react to some Death Note from the movie. I haven't figured out yet if I'm going to do the movie. I appreciate y'all voting, so I will continue to go ahead and do more reactions during my travel. So appreciate y'all doing that poll. So let's react to some stuff right now. So the first one that I wanted to do is, let's talk about the anime Crunchyroll Anime Awards that happened. The first one, what are y'all thoughts of Anime of the Year? I don't know exactly who should have gotten it. Wait, you mean the Netflix? It's so ass, and yeah, I'm parked now. Which one are you talking about? For Death Note? I'm not gonna react to the Death Note one part yet. I'm gonna push that down. I'm gonna react to. I'm gonna talk a little bit about the Crunchyroll Awards. But I believe the Death Note one that I'm gonna talk about is gonna come from the Japanese version. I didn't like the Netflix version. All right. So Crunchy 2005 Anime Award winners for each category. So let's go down a few of them. I ain't gonna go through every single one, just the ones that I thought was the interesting one. So, Anime of the Year. And let me go ahead and just share my screen so y'all can see what I'm looking at. Hang on real quick. Let's see. Hang on. All right. Y'all should be able to see it. So, Anime of the Year. Solo Leveling, we all know Solo Leveling was going to win. Let's be honest. That is probably one of the biggest anime shows. Yeah, I know I'm moving this around. One of the biggest anime shows that has come out in I mean, since Demon Slayer first came out, Hunter x Hunter, I honestly feel like it's gonna be one for the record books. But it also depends how long they continue to go for it. Should it have won Anime of the Year? Dan Dan was up there, but it didn't. Like, the aura farming right now is really, really one of like the biggest type of animes happening right now. And because a lot of people can see themselves in Jinwoo, I feel like that's why it is as big as it is. I haven't seen Delicious in Dungeon, but Furion was up there, but I think it came too late. Because you already had 2 solo leveling seasons, I think Furion just came in too late. Same with Kaiju number 8. Everybody is still riding that wave for solo leveling. So it's hard to kind of say which one is going to be. And in the Apothecary Diary, I don't know it. But it is telling me that I need to definitely go back and take a look at some of these animes, especially now that these awards and these nominations had come out. So it's telling me what animes I need to definitely see since it made the nomination list. So anime film of the year. I do need to get into some anime films. Oh, I don't know any of them. I know My Hero Academia and Spy Family. I'm not going to speak on it because I don't watch too much anime films. Chat, let me know if y'all watch anime films or should I react to anime films? Let me know on y'all account. Should I start throwing in a little bit of anime films here and there? I feel like every year Attack on Titan wins something of some sort. It's like that evergreen anime that's just never going to go away. Everybody is just going to be doing it. I mean, watching it for one reason or another. So, Global Impact Award, like Attack on Titan been gone for how long? 2-3 years? I want to say it stopped during COVID, but it was like 2-3 years that Attack on Titan finished. And it's still winning awards. That Attack on Titan is a legacy anime. Ooh, I'm excited for Demon Slayer to be coming up. So, best continuing anime series. I don't know. Would I have given Demon Slayer this? Because Bleach, that's a long-standing one. My Hero Academia Season 7, that's another one. One Piece, that has a whole community and fan of itself. Oshinoko, I mean, right, compared to the other ones, I feel like it's too new. Spy Family in the manga world, I definitely would have given it. But I don't know yet if it deserves anything in the anime world. But manga, oh, Spy Family is on top of it. But I see why they gave Demon Slayer is. Do I feel like it's also the push because Demon Slayer's coming to the Infinity world or Infinity I forgot what but it's coming to that arc. It's giving these awards to push it so that it does very well when it comes out. Even though I feel like it's going to be very good nonetheless. But I feel like it's going to be it's just doing it that way. Best new anime series. I don't think Solo Leveling should have got that. This is where I would have given it to Spherion. Spherion should have definitely got best new anime series. And then followed by Dan to Dan. That's my opinion. Solo Leveling only won this because of the hype. And I don't believe it should have won best anime series. I really don't. That's just my opinion. Best original anime. Ooh. I don't know much of these anime. I've heard of Ninja Kumi, but I don't know much about it. Best animation. Best animation is tough. So, I feel Demon Slayer, yes, I get it. But animation wise, Dan did the Dan Takes It. Because the coloring, the different scenes, the different artistic ways that they showcase each character. To me, you could take Demon Slayer and template a lot of the bodies with subtle differences, and you'll get it. But Dan to Dan, in my opinion, you're drawing every single individually separate. And because you're drawing them separately, I don't know. I definitely don't know. That is tough. That is tough. I don't know about that one. That is tough. I don't think I would give him that one, but all right. I don't think I would have I wouldn't have given Demon Slayer that one. Oh, all right. So, best character design. They gave it to they gave it to Dan to Dan. I felt like Dan to Dan should have won more awards than it did. And I don't know if it's Crunchyroll pushing an agenda for the trending animes because of Solo Leveling and Demon Slayer, because of those big trends. But I'm happy best character design came for Dan to Dan. I definitely do. Now, what I would have put second, ooh. I think Furion could have went second. Kaiju number 8, it's good, but it also falls in the other realm of other animes. And I'm arrested on that. I don't go into best directors only because I'm gonna be honest, you guys know I'm still fairly new to the anime world, so I can't go judging directors just yet because I don't know their full body of work. Because like if we look at Dan to Dan, Demon Slayer, I'm obviously gonna go with, you see One Piece there. I'm obviously gonna go with the director that's been there long term because they've been pushing out product that's kept this anime here for a long term, and that's just difficult. So I'm not gonna talk about best director. Best background art, ooh. Furion is very, very good. It is very fairy tale. I think I'm gonna give it to Dan again because of the amount of different scenarios. You got a train, you got the subway, you got school, you got grandma's house. You got so many different backgrounds that they have to come and account for. That's tough. And maybe because I haven't seen Furion, that I've only seen trailers and glimpses of it, and I think it's very, very good, and I want to get to it. I just haven't wrapped my head around, put it into the schedule to get to it, but I know it's good. And maybe I do need to expose myself to Delicious in Dungeon as well as Pluto. So maybe that's what I have to make sure I do. I'm not going to do best romance because I've never really been in the romance anime. Best comedy, I might have to look at this genre and then what they have as nominees, but I didn't really watch comedy ones. Best action, this is where we about to get it. Okay, best action. Delicious, you said, oh, Delicious in Dungeon is good? All right, I gotta put that on the list. So for best action, do I believe Solo Leveling should have gotten this? I say no. All right, Ray, see you soon. Do I believe this should have been number one? No. And the reason I say no is because, well, to me, this is, I never really felt like Solo Leveling had a huge, I didn't feel like it had a huge fight scene. You had a lot of build up to the fight scene. The fight scene was about 2-3 minutes, not even 2-3 minutes. It was about 2 minutes, 1 to 2 minutes, and then that was it. See? I'm glad somebody else thinks the same thing. So I don't think Solo Leveling should have gotten Best Action Anime. If it were me, hold on, hang on, guys. They claim that they were so hard to animate. I don't know. I don't feel like the choreograph of it was that great. Windbreaker, first season, I felt had better choreographing than Solo Leveling, and it didn't even need swords or anything of mystic power. Windbreaker definitely had better choreography. Even Demon Slayer, I felt, was above. Bleach is just guns and everything else. It wasn't for me, but choreograph and action, JJK, absolutely. When you got to that action, I think it was better than Solo Leveling. I felt like Crunchyroll's awards this year were definitely based on pure trends and hypes. not Death Note when L and Light were boxing. I'm dead. Or even the tennis match between L and Light had more action, I felt, than Solo Leveling. But that's just me. Best Isekai, I'm not 100% with it. Best drama, not my genre. The slice of life anime, main character. Ooh. I feel like this is another trending one for best main character. Do I like Jin Woo? I absolutely love Jin Woo. But I also feel Jin Woo won this purely on the fact that this anime is trending again. I love Solo Leveling, don't get me wrong. But I felt like a Dandadan like Ukarun, that was good, very good. Firirin, yes. But Kafka, oh, he was even awesome. I haven't seen Apothecary Diary, so I can't say nothing. But I felt like Jin Woo basically wanted on Aura. He doesn't have that many lines. He's not that involved. Everybody else has more lines than Jin Woo. But because he's the main character and he's the aura that surrounds the show, that's why they gave it to him, because of the hype. You're absolutely right, Farm. That's why I felt like Dandadan with Okarun, definitely, or Furion, there's just more dialogue to be the main character. I honestly feel like Jin Woo don't come for me. Jin Woo is more of a supporting character. I feel like the rest of the show is dead, like speaks more. If we're talking about just speaking and really showing that they're the main character. Yes, I know Jin Woo is the main character because the storyline is around him, but I feel like everybody else is more involved in the anime than Jin Woo. And I'm not hating. It's just my personal belief. Best supporting character. You notice how there isn't a supporting character for Solo Leveling? You're right. He wasn't even there. He wasn't even there for the main fight on the island. He just came in and I'm gonna save the day. Really? You notice there's nobody on Solo Leveling for supporting cast because it's why. That's just, I'm gonna leave that at that. Why? I'm gonna leave that at that. But Solo, no support. That's a lie. Because I do feel like Jin Woo wouldn't be who Jin Woo was if he didn't have support. And I guess because what would Jin Woo be without the Shadow Army? He already said it himself through the series that he didn't have the skill power to go against a lot of them, so he needed the Shadow Army. So that already tells me Jin Woo ain't the best fighter. That's just me. Solo. Okay, so Fern, I get that, and I applaud to that. Turbo Granny. Turbo Granny is legit. She just funny. Turbo Granny is super funny. I don't know why I'm doing this Donald Trump shit. The greatest. No. But Turbo Granny is super dope. And there's some other great supporting characters. There's definitely some other great supporting characters. Must protect at all cost. Oh, it's kind of cool how they got main character Okarin and he's the best character to save. Why isn't whatchamacallit on here? No, I'm just kidding. Jinwoo wouldn't be on here. But Anya, okay. I know only Anya. So Spy Family, I've read the mangas. I haven't watched the anime yet. I haven't seen Delicious in Dungeon. So a lot of these I can't speak on. Best anime song. This was gonna be a good one. So best anime song. Dan to Dan definitely gets your butt moving. It definitely makes you want to dance. So I give Dan to Dan that. We already know Bling Bang Bang Born. I'm surprised that didn't win. I'm super surprised that didn't win. The fact that that was an absolute hype song across the world, I'm utterly shocked that did not win. Everybody was on TikTok and social media doing the bing, 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 bing. I even had my old ass over here dancing. I get that they're both the same artist, and I know like with Creepy Nuts, it gives like the same. So for Dan to Dan, it gives like that same vibe and beat sequence for Bling Bang Bang Born. But I just felt like Bling Bang Bang Born was just all over the world, and I feel like if I felt like if the anime for Bling Bang Bang Born would have done better and trended more, it definitely would have won. But because Dan to Dan trended and came out the gates and everybody liked it based off its artistic anime, that's why I felt like Otonoki won. And that's, again, everything that I'm saying here is my opinion. I felt like if that anime, Bling Bang Bang Born anime would have done better, I believe it would have won. But these are Kaiju number 8. These are all really, really good anime songs. Of course, best anime score. We already know Solo Leveling was gonna take it. It's the hype. It is definitely the hype. I would have loved to see the second, third, and fourth and how far these votes were. Oh yeah, Kaiju number 8 is dope. I'm waiting. I've already seen it. And so that's why it can't be a first reaction for me. So I want to still react and put it online. I just, again, it may take the spot of Windbreaker. I'm not 100% yet. But best anime score? Oh, we all know why best anime score went to Solo Leveling. It's the hype. It's definitely the hype. Demon Slayer, in my opinion, is better than Solo Leveling. Dan to Dan, I'll give the edge to Solo Leveling over Dan to Dan. Yes, because the way Solo Leveling did their episodes, they built up such the hype in each episode and left you on a cliffhanger that it made you want to watch the next episode even more. The Koreans know what they do and how to make people want more. Look at their Korean dramas. Everybody is, I can't say everybody, a lot of people are addicted to Korean dramas. It's just what it is. But Solo Leveling, I'm going to give it on top of Dan to Dan as far as why it scored that. But I would have given Demon Slayer the edge. Is it? And I think it's because it's been a minute since Demon Slayer took that break. But if it was still consecutive, I believe it could beat Solo Leveling overall. Best anime opening sequence. Ooh. And I guess this also comes back to the music, doesn't it? In all honesty, it goes back to the music. What music gets you hyped up when you first for the opening sequence? Dan because it was a great anime in and itself. Yeah, of course their opening is going to be even more, because as soon as you hear it, you're getting excited for that episode. And Dan is so action-packed that you don't know it, and it's off the charts. You never know what's going to happen next. So you get excited because that next episode is coming. But yeah, Kaiju is the same too for the Abyss. Best anime ending sequence. I wouldn't have given it to Solo Leveling. Ooh. You know what? I don't know some of these animes, so I can't really judge on it. Chat, what y'all think? Ending series, ending sequence. Did Solo Leveling deserve it? I don't know. I can't vote on this. I don't know enough about it, about this ending sequences. So that's on me. I can't go into the voice actors. I don't know too much about them. I need to start doing more deep dives into some voicers, the people that do the voices. I wonder how many of them overlap. Oh, they got them in Latin and Spanish too. Okay. Well, that's that series of reactions to the awards. So to me, I know a lot of people wasn't happy about it. So I don't know. We'll see what next year brings. I know a lot of people weren't happy about Solo Leveling basically taking everything. But what are you gonna do? When something's hype, everybody's gonna push that agenda. So I definitely don't know. As far as everything else goes, let's get into our next reaction. All right, give me 1 second to set that up, and then we gonna get into it. All right, here we go. All right, let's do Death Note. So this is not gonna be the full. This is just gonna be the Death Note from the original movie. So here we go. Let's get it. Oh, I gotta turn this on. My bad, y'all. There we go. All right. So this is the potato chip live action side from the live action. So so let's get into it.
It works hard, Sayu. You should learn from it.
All right.
It always gets me with like the
Eating chips
English
right after
version.
dinner? You pig.
It's all right. I'm following Dad's example. I'm going to be studying till dawn. Thanks, Mom.
Wow.
The American dubbed version is diabolical. It always reminds me of those old Chinese movies where the lips never matched the actual words that were coming out of their mouth. All right, let's go. And it's the haircut. It always gets you when as soon as you walk into your room and it's just like you lock the door. You already know you about to do something bad. It's just the telltale sign. You about to do something bad. It makes me low-key want some chips now. Okay, so to set it up, remember in Death Note when L had all the cameras inputted into the house? So this is that scene where he's in his room and he starts writing all the names down, but he's writing in the book that has the death note in it, and all of the names that he's gathering from the small TV should be inside of the potato chip bag, if it runs exactly how the anime ran.
Trading of the company closed with a strong
See all the videos that L is watching. L low-key look kind of cool in the live. I might have to react to the live action, to be honest with you.
$60 per barrel. The young girl's body was found hidden under.
I'm gonna be so real with 64 cameras just in his room. How the fuck see the TV in the back? I'm dead. Ray, you so right. You so right. I have no idea how he didn't see the bag. I can't even tell you how he didn't see the bag. But what you gonna do? I mean, at the end of the day, it's there, right?
Under the floor of his apartment. Kasumi was last seen.
I like how he put the eyeliner for it, though.
In Edogawa on the 28th of last month, when neighborhood children reported seeing her get into a red car driven by.
He got every single angle but inside of the bag. Wait. Pause. I might have to call BS. Look at this top left screen. You should be able to see that screen in there, right? Light gotta be coming out of there. And I don't mean light as a light Yamagami, but I mean like light from the TV screen has to be coming out of there, right? You gotta be crazy. I don't know if I can believe that. I definitely don't know if I can believe that. You make so much sense, Ray. You got all them cameras in there. You can't see that little light code, or he just didn't want to see it. That's probably what it is. He didn't want to see it. Oh, geez.
Later, the suspect made several calls to the Miuchizawa residence demanding a
He
ransom.
doesn't seem to be watching the
Police
news.
set up a response team at the girl's house and waited for news concerning her release.
Look, his daddy already knows.
After
Thank
calling
God.
the suspect, Kashimayama was apprehended by officers of the
What?
Fujiwara Police Department.
I don't know. I feel like it might be low. I don't know how he accepted cameras inside of his family's house. Let's be real. Japanese got to be one of the biggest perverts there is in the world. No shame, no shame. I love my Japanese country. I love my Japanese people, but let's be real. We know there's some skeebies. There's some perverts. How you get away with putting a whole 66,000 cameras in your house, bathrooms? I'm surprised they ain't even got some in the toilet. And you letting your family just be exposed like that without even telling them. Come on. To me, that's foul. That gotta be foul. Like, how you just gonna have all them people everybody in that room watching your family change? How you know your daughter ain't doing nothing inappropriate? Come on now. Hey, what's up, Aloka? I hope I didn't butcher your name. But yeah, but for real, how you got all those cameras in there? And it's like, for real, that's just a little disturbing. What up, my boy? We're reacting to the live action part of the Potato Chip Live for those who just joining us. Like, come on. Wait, the other question is, how did he get the TV in the bag? Let's go back. I'm sorry. When did he put the TV in there? Sorry, we gotta go back, but I'm trying to figure out where did he slide the TV in there.
Later, the suspect made several calls to the Miuchizawa residence.
But we saw him open the bag. We saw him put the bag on the table. Or he must have did it right then and there.
Kashimayama was apprehended by officers of the.
Wait, but how did he get it in the bag? Hold on, Ray. Because look. This I love finding the inconsistencies in picture
Wow.
in movies. Cause look, he walked into the room, he locks the door like a little pervert, and then he opens the bag. So Ray, let me know, how did the TV get in the bag? Oh, he opened it and resealed it?
Trading of the company closed with a strong surge.
I guess
and
I need to give me a
recovery of over
potato
2,000%.
chip bag resealer.
Staying with commodities.
Oh, they showed it in the
this
manga.
morning, price of crude
I was
oil
about to
dropped
say, because
$60.
you got to tell me this kind of stuff.
The young girl's
And
body
I'm
was
still
found in
disappointed the
the
dad
underground
agreed to let
apartment.
the whole family get
Asumi
watched.
was last
And you got
observed
women in the
a
house.
park near her home in Edogawa on the
I'm sorry,
28th
that's a
of
little
last month.
perverted. If you only
The
looking at
children
light, I
reported
get it. But why
seeing
you
her
got
get into a red car driven
cameras
by
in
a
your
strange
daughter
man.
stuff?
Later, the suspect made several calls to the Miuchizawa residence demanding a
He
ransom.
doesn't seem to be watching the
Police
news.
set up a response team at the girl's house and waited for
Yeah,
news
Loka.
concerning her release.
It was at the I didn't
home of the
realize that he
suspect.
sealed it at the back.
Katsuyama was
I guess I better
apprehended
read
by
the manga to
officers
get
of
the
Fukuhori
in-between
Police
stuff.
Department.
You over here watching his daughter. See, Okay. Hey, low-key makes me want chips now. Oh, Aloka, I know. You just missed it, bro. I just did the recap. I just did the recap for the Crunchyroll Awards. Furion definitely got robbed on a few, and Solo Leveling only won because of the hype. But we'll talk about it a little bit more. Okay. So how does he hear it though? Did he already have the earpiece? Ah, he already had everything set up in there. Oh, I gotta do the live reaction. Ryuk looks so dope right here. I don't know if it's CGI or somebody's just has an awesome costume, but Ryuk looks so freaking awesome right here. It's unbelievable. It's so unbelievable. But Ryuk looked really dope here. Chat, what y'all think about Ryuk and how he looked right here? Let me know. Because Ryuk look. I low-key have to watch the Japanese version. Now I feel like I really do have to watch the Japanese version. Because I saw the Netflix version of this, and it was trash. It was Trash Bandicoot. So I feel like Ryuk in this one already looks 10 times better than the one in Netflix. Definitely looks 10 times better than the one on Netflix. But y'all, what y'all think? Let me know in the comments, chat. Oh, he already knew. Wrote down the name.
But it seems likely that this was a Kira-related murder.
Clearly, this is the most recent Kira crime. But this is great. It means Light couldn't have done it.
The police are adamant that violence
Ryuzaki,
was not used during
isn't
the
this enough?
suspect's apprehension, and that his
Ryuzaki
death
don't
was
play. He don't care.
Ryuzaki!
beyond their control.
How much should good car insurance cost?
Sorry,
you
we
a
gotta
month?
pay the piper.
$80? $120? Nope. Try $38 a month.
Netflix and anime used.
Oh, that was it. Didn't know it. But no, that tells me that we low-key have to watch the full episode.
Dad works hard, Sayu.
I wonder if there's any more Death Note live action, but I don't want to give anything away. Hang on, guys. So which one do you guys think is better? What is y'all, let me get a poll going. I'm curious to know which one is better? Which death action is better? Netflix or Japanese? Let me know in the poll, guys. Which one of y'all think is better, Netflix or the Japanese version? I definitely want. I want to see the fun. Hold on. I'm trying to see if there's any other one. Kira, Uski, Blue Lock, Kira, Yoshika, Dojo, Kira. What do you mean, Alok? Aloka, what do you mean? All right, let's see this one. I like how they even got the whole detail of the shoes. Oh, it's in Japanese. This is how they first met. But this doesn't match the anime of how they met. Didn't they meet in the auditorium during the graduation? I felt like they met in the graduation auditorium, didn't they? I'm confused. Did anybody read the Death Note manga? What do you mean by the question was when, so it says L meets light, Yagami. So in the anime, didn't they meet during graduation next to each other? Right? Or am I missing something?
ぜひあなたの頭脳をお貸しください。一緒にキラーを捕まえましょう。
In the movie here, okay, so there was first test where they met, but the introduction, Ray, you're right, but the actual introduction, it was done in the auditorium sitting next to each other at graduation. So I guess the movie didn't follow the script 100%, or the animes. And is this like him telling you, I know that you put the TV in the bag? What do you mean Death Note Season 2 exists? I know, but what does that got? Can you elaborate, Aloka? What does that mean for now? I don't get why you're saying Death Note Season 2. They didn't meet, they already met once. You can't meet twice in two different seasons. All right, let's just move on from this one. Okay, so all right, so next reaction that we're gonna do is let's react to top 20 most epic anime fights of 2024. I think we all should be caught up by now for that one, right?
Can you believe that we're approaching the tail end of 2024? This year's been nothing short of an adrenaline-pumping rollercoaster of epic battles that leave you breathless. The fights this year have delivered everything we've asked for and even more. So today, let's reminisce about some of the best fights of 2024.
To lose my virginity. Ooh.
Starting off the list with Arajin versus Shindo from Buchigiri. And I mean, it seriously reminds you of JoJo's
Have you guys
Bizarre
seen?
Adventure in a lot of ways. But
Have you seen
let's talk
this
about one of
anime?
the most intense fight scenes involving Arajin and Shindo. This is the showdown where things go from absolutely nothing to chaos in about 3 seconds. So Shindo's out here doing his thing, which apparently involves whipping the ever-loving crap
In a one-shot manga of Death Note with a complete different Oh. Okay, I didn't know that.
out of Arajin and his gang. But when Shindo whipped Maharo, our boy's crush, Arajin decided
Oh, he
it was
done beat a
time to
woman.
step up. This dude absolutely destroyed Shindo by punching him. And let me tell you, Arajin punches Shindo with so much power that the scene replays the hit 3 different times. You know a punch is epic when the anime is like, nope, you gotta see it again, and one more time for good measure. This scene is a pure work of art because you can literally feel the force of that punch.
All right,
Luckily,
Aloka, I'll see it
Arajin
in a
finally
second.
got
Give me
his
1
MC
second.
moment, the one we've all been waiting for desperately. And did anyone get a United States to smash vibe from Arajin's punch? Because I definitely did, and it's on that
I'm
same
not
epic
familiar with
level.
this anime. Ishiruda. Ooh, this one looked like it have a low-key good choreography.
Next up is an entry from Ishura, an anime that not a lot of people talk about. It's when Sojiro fought the Shulk. The series itself is a unique kind of isekai, and it's got some jaw-dropping fights.
This looks
Sojiro
like it
is
could
our
be like a
amazing
One Piece
swordmaster, the one who can cut
samurai-looking
through anything.
thing.
On the other hand, we have Shulk, the sound slicer who's called that for a reason. When the two duke it out, it's nothing short of a visual treat. You see, Shulk is a pretty fast one, and Sojiro can't keep up with his moves. So what does he do? He predicts Shulk's moves and deals with him like that. The intensity
I don't
of
know
this
if I'd
fight
actually
is
be
off
wanting
the
to
charts. Every
actually
clash of
fight
their
a
abilities
skeleton.
sends shockwaves
Feels like it's
across the
probably full of
battlefield, and you're
wisdom.
sitting there on
It
the edge
died
of
for
your
a
seat,
reason.
wondering who's gonna land the next hit. What I love about this fight is how Sojiro anticipates
But how do you
Shulk's
kill a
movements,
skeleton?
even when he can't see them, yet he can still evade everything. It highlights how challenging it is to predict movements and perfectly dodge every attack. It's truly impressive, and the fact that not a lot of people are talking about this anime is infuriating, to be honest.
Have you guys seen this anime? Okay, Suicide Squad. Isekai.
Moving on,
Who
we have
doesn't love-
Suicide Squad Isekai, where Harley Quinn fights Katana. Katana, armed with her soul-stealing
Just break
sword and
it,
lethal
obvious.
skills, faces off against a surprisingly pumped-up Harley Quinn.
Who doesn't
who's
like a
eager to
Harley
take
Quinn?
it down. And guess what? Harley actually pushes Katana to retreat. Who knew?
I
She
love
was
me a
such
good
skilled
Harley
swordsman,
Quinn.
eh? The animation in this
Especially
fight,
during
well,
Halloween.
absolutely stunning. It's a huge upgrade from their initial clash, but the real star here is the choreography. Harley's unpredictable fighting style is a blast to watch here as she seamlessly blends acrobatic agility with chaotic, playful sword swings. We just can't get enough of it. I was surprised at how good the fight scenes were, and my mind
Hang on,
was
Aloka.
absolutely blown
I'll
away
look
with
at
this
these
one.
in a second. Let me finish this reaction first. Sorry, guys. Got to pay the piper. Ooh. What is this?
Cooking their way into this list,
Barbarian?
we have Farlin fighting everyone in Delicious in Dungeon. At first,
Oh,
it
this
made
is
it like a
Delicious
pretty
in
good rifle
Dungeon.
and hilarious adventure.
Everybody's been talking about Delicious in Dungeon and saying that it was good. I haven't seen any of it, so this might be a good time for me to see a pretty good fight scene.
Show about cooking monsters, but don't
Oh, it
judge a
got
book by its
food,
cover because the fight scenes in this
elves.
one are epic. Farlin was consumed by a red dragon and turned into a harpy as a result. Now,
Look like a
right off the
big-ass
bat,
chicken.
Farlin absolutely mops the floor with 3 parties, making it crystal clear who's in charge. The highlight of this fight
Oh,
scene
and it
is
got
its
a little bit of
animation.
choking.
Everything
I
about
like
this scene was
this.
spot on, and it was genuinely chilling to
I'm sorry, that doesn't look like a damn dragon. That looks like a damn chicken. Yes, they got to animate Harley Quinn. Oh, was it a fat spoiler fight scene?
watch. The tension escalated
Well,
from 0 to 100 in
I
an
might not
instant,
remember
and
when
it's
I
a
go
shame
watch
that
it
so
full-
many people
wait,
overlook this
did
series.
she just
It
turn into
truly
a chicken?
deserves a spotlight, especially after this moment. Luckily,
a
the
woman?
dead can be resurrected, so even if things go south, you know there's a chance for a comeback in this one. If there's more
Oh,
about
the
cooking,
woman
I
is
was
a
surprised at
chicken.
Just how dynamic and well animated these fight scenes were, and not to mention, seeing that no plot armor was reserved for the side characters made things look even more.
I guess it
brutal.
is a spoiler.
You know, I enjoy reading a good adventure light novel every so often, and I love getting completely immersed in the story. Sometimes I even lose track of time. If you're someone who vibes with that, let me introduce you to today's sponsor, WebNovel. WebNovel is an online platform and app where users
I don't care for this. They always trying to show me some sponsorship.
To survive WebNovel's adventure you won't forget.
Sorry, guys.
Fairy Tail 100 Years Quest picks up where the original Fairy Tail left us, and we get to see Natsu fight against the Water Dragon King. Now, the Water Dragon King isn't an ordinary majestic character. It's a massive and shimmering powerhouse that brings the very essence.
This reminds me of like the Pokemon Dragon.
Natsu and his gang know things are about to go down as soon as they see that terrifying creature. While Natsu was all about frying the Water Dragon King with his flames, sadly his
he got flames too?
Really weak against him. But after consuming the flames,
wait, what anime is this?
Turns the tables and beats the Water Dragon King. I have to say, the animation.
This Loki looks like a Demon Slayer mixed with like a Pokemon mixed with Jujutsu Kaisen.
It's the best Fairy Tail has ever looked. Also, I absolutely love the fact that Lucy was the only one who could calm Natsu down, even while getting burnt in the process, which is a testament to their bond.
Oh, and they got a little bit of romance. Oh, it's called Fairy Tail. Metallic Road. These are actually some pretty dope scenes. Now, my only question for a lot of this, though, is it going to actually be good throughout the season? Oh, Black Clover. Yeah, that's on my list, too. I feel like I should just low-key start watching these anime off-screen just to enjoy them. But I just wanted to also do the first-time reactions with you guys, so I'm not 100% sure if I want to do both. You feel me?
Going back to another underrated anime, we have Metallic Rouge, where Rouge fights Purgatory Viola, and it's nothing short of an electrifying spectacle. As the battle kicks off, it's a whirlwind of colors and energy. Both fighters unleash their unique abilities, trying to overpower
I don't need any more friends. No new friends.
End, Rouge wins with one powerful punch, making all of Viola's earliest swordsmanship seem pointless. The animation of this fight is top-notch, with fluid movements and perfect fight choreography. And the music
like Halo
had no business going this hard because it was a banger. And that final moment when she drops to her knees in defeat as the chorus fades, it's just wow. It sends chills down my spine. Getting good animation is nice, but pairing it up with some mouth-dropping music is even better. The fight also has some significance to the plot, as she was the one who took Rouge from the streets and even gave her a job.
Oh, they fought each other. Hey! I haven't seen this anime yet.
Moving on, we have the kind of anime where the fights are an absolute blast. Mashal. The duel
Is
between
Mashal
Drain
worth
and Macron
reacting
is a
to?
moment you won't forget very soon. You see,
I love the song, but I don't know if the anime is actually that good.
On the other hand, we have Macron, an eccentric individual who loves juking.
It looks like a weird Harry Potter.
He's also twisted and gives Orochimaru vibes. The animators did some godly work because not only was every moment captured in stunning detail, but you can practically feel the energy.
Chat, what you think about Mashal?
As the two characters clash,
everything
feels so smooth.
Oh, you haven't tried it yet, Ray?
And defensive moves flow into each other is captivating. And it
wait, was he just controlling like 50 swords? Oh, that's dope. But it's like wizardry. So this kind of gives me like Harry Potter vibes.
He's a bit of a jerk. You can feel the respect he has for Mash during this fight, and he looks so badass, especially when he summoned Ares and used Black Partisan.
It just seems like Harry Potter anime.
You know you need to be
these
doing
commercials. Sorry, we gotta pay the piper.
Right? Luckily, it's really easy to get one.
Breaking into this list is the highly anticipated battle between
Hero
All Might of
Academia!
America, Star and Stripe, and Tomura Shigaraki. As soon as the 7th season dropped, we were
was a good
treated to
scene.
this clash right in the first episode, and it was absolutely awesome. Star and Stripe are portrayed as the perfect hero, almost too perfect for anyone else to shine. Her quirk lets her manipulate her surroundings,
Captain
even
America.
set rules
Well,
for herself and others.
what's Captain
However,
America?
during her battle
What's the
with
Marvel
Tomura,
girl?
she struggled
I
to
forgot
use
what
her
the
powers
Marvel girl is
effectively
called.
because
She
was
didn't
up
really have that much limelight put on her. She had like a TV show about her, but she didn't stay too long. Was it Wonder Woman?
against both him and All for One. This
Was it
battle
Wonder
was one of
Woman?
the most thrilling in My Hero Academia history. The animation, the action, and just the overall epicness were top-notch. Not only did she deliver an incredible fight, but she also makes Shigaraki feel beatable. Small role, huge impact. If it weren't for his
Captain
plot
Marvel.
armor, he would have
Okay.
died from the ballistic missiles
I guess
alone.
Wonder Woman's someone else. Oh, she didn't even make it past the first episode? All that theatric and she didn't make it? Kengan Arusha.
Next on the list, Kengan Ashura.
This just
Season
reminds
2
me of,
serves
like,
us with one of the most
Baki.
intense fights between Oma Tokita and Kuroki Gensai. These two are the kinds of fighters who make you want to stop what you're doing and just watch in awe. Now, Oma is known for his incredible strength and brutal fighting style. And then there's Kuroki Gensai, the Devil Lance.
Oh, Wonder
Kuroki
Woman is
the
DC.
polar opposite of Oma's wild and aggressive style.
Her name
The
is
fight's
Star
so
and
visually
Stripes.
appealing that it will keep your eyes glued to the screen.
Star and
I love how
Stripes.
Oma's
Oh, okay.
busting out all these crazy, esoteric, superhuman techniques with flashy names.
Yeah,
while
this just
Kuroki's
reminds
over
me
here
of
like,
Baki
elbow
slash,
strike,
like,
back
Street
fist,
Fighter
palm
style.
strike, straight to the point and deadly effective. Also, the animation, albeit not your usual style, surely does a great job of showing the intensity of every move. The transitions between each hit are smooth and you can really feel the power behind each strike. It's hilarious how Kuroki hit Omar so hard, Kengan Ashura turned into Street Fighter 4 for a second. Kuroki really destroyed the
Hey, it
protagonist's
just
rival,
said Street
his
Fighter
nemesis,
4,
and the main
okay.
character in one tournament.
Ooh, finish him. Down goes Frazier. Demon Slayer. Oh, this was an epic scene. This fight scene was dope.
This year, we get the thrilling Hashira training arc, where the Hashiras and low-ranking Demon Slayers train tirelessly for the battle against demons. The standout training session for me is the sparring between Muichiro, Sanemi, and Obanai. It's definitely a sight to behold, and it's a training session that you're not going to want to miss. You see, the fight
wonder-
kicks off at such
I gotta
a
do a,
lightning-fast pace
recap
that it's
of it.
almost impossible to follow.
'Cause I know the new
everyone's
one's coming
movements.
out.
You've got three powerhouse Hashiras going all out, and it's the perfect showcase of their insane skills, or should I say Muichiro's insane skills. Seriously, who would have thought that he'd be so confident facing off against Sanemi and
Are you guys a
Obanai
fan
at
of
the
Demon
same
Slayer?
time? And the fact that there are sparks coming from wooden swords is saying a lot. Watching them battle with that level of intensity and passion isn't only exciting, but also shows how strong they've become. It's a jaw-dropping preview of the epic battles that lie ahead.
That was an epic fighting scene. Especially how it ended. Mushoku Tensei.
Back at it again, let's go to Mushoku Tensei, where Rudius's party fought the Hydra. Remember how Rudius and Paul had been trying to trace Zenith for years, ever since she disappeared in that weird teleport incident? Well, in the latest season, our heroes are able to track her down and are all about saving her. But it's not that easy. Turns out a terrifying
not
Hydra
familiar
has
with
her in
this
its clutches, and in order to free
Okay, we got
Zenith, they
Annie
have to
stuck in
fight
the
Hydra. Now,
ice.
the Hydra's CGI design might seem a little weird at first, but it actually blends well with the background.
Oh, I
and
like that
characters,
camera
so
view.
It's not distracting as the fight goes on. What really makes this fight memorable, though, is the emotional punch it packs. Just when the Hydra is nearly defeated, it pulls off one last surprise attack, and
I
Paul
will.
jumps in to save Rudius, taking the hit instead. That moment adds a whole new level of intensity and makes
Hang on. Demon Slayer is sick. The part that makes me sad is the author said the visual effects are just that for the viewer. The characters don't see the flashy stuff.
the scene
Aw,
unforgettable. And
damn.
the fact that they released this episode on Father's
Well, that's
Day
just
was
a
something we
disappointment.
never recovered from. And of course, like every battle in Mushoku Tensei, the animation is top tier and will blow your mind.
Ooh.
This is
Oh,
Pod 5.
all these
the
commercials,
first
gotta pay the
fully
piper.
immersive sleep system, built to give you all-night comfort.
We know, Aloka, don't give up those spoilers. I already know you want to. I already know you want to. Don't give up those spoilers, please. Don't give up those spoilers. Kaiju number 8.
Moving on to another contender, this jaw-dropping battle between Gafka and Isao from Kaiju number 8 is hands down one of the most epic yet underrated fights this year. When Gafka found himself up against the Director General of the Defense Force, he knew he wasn't going to get away unscathed. He had to turn into his Kaiju form to take as little damage as he could, but unfortunately, Gafka turned into his Berserk Kaiju form and lost control over himself. The fight's intense, nerve-wracking, and straight up jaw-dropping. Although Kaiju number 8 isn't godly like Demon Slayer, the movement still managed to become clean and precise. But what I really love about this fight scene is how Gafka refuses to let his Kaiju form harm Isao in front of his daughter, which adds a lot more emotion to the whole thing. Instead, he injures himself to put an end to the chaos he's causing. Now, I want to see what happens when the guy goes all out. It was a pure battle of strength.
I definitely got to react to Kaiju number 8. I definitely got to react to Kaiju number 8. It seems so awesome. The elusive samurai. I don't know why I love the way anime is like,
The elusive samurai
the anime runs.
Anime that will make you fall in love with Japanese history, while the fight between Tokiyuki
oh, this
and
might be a
Shogun
dope
will make
series
you
to
love
watch.
the series itself. You see, Tokiyuki is pretty good at running, and when he runs, he makes sure to spin your head and give you a bad headache. Now that's exactly what Tokiyuki did against Shogun, and he absolutely destroyed him with a big smile on his face. Bro was literally having the time of his life skipping around like that. From the fight choreography
got
to
him all
the camera
dizzy.
movements, everything is executed flawlessly. It just
Oh, this
creates an
seems
action
dope.
sequence that's hard
Have
to
y'all
look
seen
away
this
from.
one? Have y'all
moment
seen
is
this
the
anime?
best example of how sometimes speed can overwhelm strength. The colors of Shogun's blood and seeing him be truly terrified was a sight to behold. I know it looked a little bit funny, but it was still brutal, as you can see Shogun slowly lost his mind before he was even beaten by Tokiyuki.
Tokiyuki. What was the name of that anime? Hold on, what was the name of this anime?
Shogun, shortest the series. Love with Jack.
The Elusive Samurai. I gotta put that on my list. It looks like it might be pretty good. There he goes, spear on.
Talking about an action sequence that's hard to look away from, we have this legendary fight between Fern and Frieren with Frieren's clone. Now, Frieren's clone not only resembles her, but also possesses all of her powers.
Ooh.
Battles between two evenly matched
You always gotta
opponents are
love
always a treat to
fighting
watch,
an
but this
evil
one really
version of
stands out
yourself.
because both
No matter
fighters
what
share the
anime
same
or
abilities
series
and
it is,
strategies.
an evil
Frieren
version
was
of yourself
amazed
is
with an immense
always
mana
dope.
output and over 1,000 years of experience, making her incredibly powerful. So powerful, in fact, that even her clone easily created a literal black hole out of thin air. The fight was a breathtaking showcase of magic, bursting with vibrant colors that lit up the screen. It was thrilling to see Fern land the final blow, marking that moment as one of the best of this winter. The calmness Frieren has through this fight was mind-boggling. She had the confidence in her student, and that really showed how much she trusts Fern. What made it even more impactful, though, was the foreshadowing. If it wasn't the Demon King who was defeated by Frieren, it was destined to be a human mage.
I got such a long list of things I gotta watch. It's unbelievable. I think I might have to start going to 2-a-day episodes. Windbreaker, this was an awesome fight scene.
Next up is Windbreaker.
Hands down, this was probably my top one of last year.
Avengers and the electrifying duel between our main boy Sakura and Joe Togame. Sakura really showed some serious guts going up against Joe, especially since Joe absolutely wrecked him. I mean, ouch. But give Sakura credit. He didn't back down without a fight and managed to land some solid hits
The
on Joe
choreography
before
here
going
was
down.
ridiculous.
Other animes should take
The
note from
choreography
Windbreaker
was
when it comes to
amazing.
animating hand-to-hand combat scenes. The animation was dynamic. The raw intensity and smooth motion of every punch and kick were absolutely breathtaking, raising the bar for action sequences in the genre. I absolutely love raw.
And I'm mad they got robbed. I'm absolutely mad Crunchyroll robbed them of this. They were definitely the best anime action anime, my opinion. I definitely should make one for just watching for myself. Oh my goodness, paying the piper, y'all, paying the piper.
I see you barking, boy. I got you 3 in a row.
Oh, you gonna make me watch the whole thing? Oh, you're not cool.
Yes, sir.
Hang on, guys. Paying the popper. They ain't gonna get no advertising from me. Jeez Louise.
One fight that's taken the anime community by storm this year is the jaw-dropping hospital scene, and trust me, the visuals are no joke.
Ooh,
you can really feel
who doesn't like a good ninja anime?
Where he battles a ton of ninjas, all while forcing himself out of a wheelchair. As he's being hunted,
did he just pull a pin out of his body?
Weapons against them, along with his ninja.
Oh, he got the Jujutsu Kaisen hand
just
signals.
When you think it can't get any more intense, we get a first-person view of Higan
they
taking
got
them down in the
first-person
elevator.
view?
He leaves a trail of defeated ninjas behind him as he moves through the hospital, and the choreography
this might be super dope.
Is absolutely next level. Plus, the tempo of the background music matches the fight's pace perfectly, adding to the excitement. Honestly, this anime scratched the itch that Ninja Scroll left. Yes, while I agree that this anime started and ended differently, you can't deny the epicness of this particular scene. It really had me on the edge of my seat.
Oh, and it comes to find out he's not the right he's a different person? Oh, this might be another one I need to watch. Like you said, Ray, I may have to have two lists.
YouTube list without a One Piece entry, eh?
One Piece is that classical. Hey, what's up?
Next, we have the famous mentor versus student fight from One Piece, Garp versus Kuzan. Come on, you definitely had chills watching this, right? The way Garp launched his entire ship into the air by creating a punch vacuum in the ocean, only to follow it up with a giant fist crashing down on Blackbeard's crew, wiping out a huge portion.
Oh, wow. So the first 4 episodes are trash, and then it just, well, I feel like a lot of animes are the same way. Because if you really think about it, it's like, oh, we got to build up to it. And then, you know, boom, we have liftoff. I'll definitely shoot you a text. I'll definitely shoot you a text. Thank you for blessing me with your presence in my channel.
Of the island was absolutely thrilling. And then his confrontation with Kuzan, where both of them seemed to question everything, was another big highlight of the battle. Now at this point, I think the most
everybody gotta love One Piece
are behind us. Kuzan's line, "You trained a troublesome enemy," followed by
I definitely do gotta react to One Piece. I know that's
really hit
so
I think it was one of those moments that reminds you that these characters aren't
One Piece is definitely going to be one that has to hit the channel. I'm being completely honest. It has to hit the channel.
It wasn't just about the punches or flashy techniques.
It's just a niche of its own.
You could feel the pain of a mentor facing off against a former student, and it added so much depth to the chaos around them.
Simone, you gotta also come. You gotta also come join me on one of my lives. You may need to come join me on one of my lives. So don't act like brand new when I come ask you. What's the Toria? I didn't realize they had so much animes out there that was coming out.
Anime that's fairly new. The fight between Will and Julius from Wistoria is such a duel that you'd want to watch again and again. From the very start, you can sense the tension in the air.
Wistoria is really good. Are you saying, Ray? Are we talking about Wistoria, or are we talking about the last anime? Well, One Piece.
Will and Judy.
Oh, Wistoria is fun. Gotcha,
Will
gotcha.
isn't just a rookie. He's got some impressive tricks up his sleeve. He uses his spellcasting skills and quick thinking to pull off some amazing.
Simone, I'm gonna call you later today so we can catch up. If you ain't busy, that is.
Powerful magic is ready to destroy Will using his clones. Will faces off against Julius and his clones with an intensity that's.
Is this like a gladiator? Ray, is this like Gladiator inside of the Coliseum, and they're just fighting each other?
In an amazing show of talent and determination. The look of shock and horror on Julius's face as he and his clones are defeated is priceless, and the moment when Will delivers a final crushing punch to Julius was absolutely unforgettable. Julius even did that cringy evil laugh at the beginning, which made this even more satisfying.
I'm not familiar with this one. And like everybody knows, we got solo leveling.
last but
Oh,
not
it's like
least,
Black
we have
Clover,
the
got
battle
it.
between Sung Jin-woo and Igris from Solo Leveling. Sung Jin-woo, the upcoming Shadow Monarch, has come a long way from being a weak E-grade hunter. On the other side, we have Igris, the powerful knight with his skills that rival even the best hunters. His combat
fight scene for
experience
Igris
overwhelming
and
strength,
Jin
no
Woo
joke. At first, Igris
was
confidently
legit.
believes that he's
I'm gonna be
got this in the
completely
bag,
honest. It
managing
was
to
legit.
momentarily put Jin-woo in his place. But here's where things take a turn. Jin-woo taps into his real
But
God
again,
mode, ditching his
like
weapons.
we
he
all
goes
know,
bare-fisted
Jin-woo
against Igris and
is just like-
amazing. Just like the manhwa, the
He ain't
anime
got
didn't
no-
cut
he ain't
corners
got
in
no
terms of
fighting
animation
skills.
and fight choreography. What made this even better was that Igris even dropped his sword and started throwing hands. But the
He
ending was
thought
just perfect. as
dropped
the
his
voice
sword and
actor
started
went
throwing
wild,
hands.
and the iconic red and white impact frame caught me
I
off guard.
love
That's
that
why I can
that
easily
actually
say it's one of the
sequence
most
when they
memorable
go
fights of the
into the
decade so
artistic
far.
drawing side. Simone definitely. Well, I can't see you, but I guess you can see me, so I guess that's the hanging side of things.
Did you enjoy what?
All right, now that was some pretty good action there, guys. All right, Aloka, you were telling me to look something up. It better not be perverted. Don't have me coming up on here looking up something perverted. So you said Road Roller? You said Road Roller. So let's take a look at Road Roller. Am I supposed to be looking at something specific? You said Road Roller. Oh, Road Roller, duh. English subs. All right, let's check it out. Ray, I thought you said don't do JoJo memes if I don't have anybody, if I have no context of JoJo. All right, hold on. We're gonna do Road Roller, duh. I don't even know if I'm saying it right. Oh, I just added it. All right, here we go. Is this what it is? What in the heck? Is he dead ass fighting a road roller? He's dead ass fighting a road roller. What in the hell? Aloka, what you got me watching, man? I'm dead.
I often joke that I'm retired, but in reality,
I'm dead. Is that what? I guess there's an audience for everything. There's an audience for everything. Oh, it's just comedy. I'm like, people spent time over here illustrating a guy beating up a road roller. I guess. All right, you said there was the Pillar Man theme. The Pillar Man theme. All right, let's see. JoJo's Bizarre, the Pillar Man theme. Okay, let's. Oh, we're doing JoJo's. All right, Pillar Man theme, but it's epic. Awaken. I don't know which one is the right one. Is it the epic version or there's one that has 14 million and there's one that has 8 million. Which one am I doing? I guess they're both the same thing. Or is it just music? I'm confused. Hold on. All right, hang on. Is it this one? I don't know if you got me doing the right one. I don't think this is the right one. Oh, it is? Oh, are we listening to the, is it just audio? I like the beat low key. Oh, it's peak music. The beat is good. And I like how you have the subtle, I'm cultured, but not that damn cultured. I did start from the beginning. It low-key just made me wanna. It's not the right one? Well, I asked you which one it was. Well, which one is it? Okay, this is the right one. Sorry, the chat might be late. I did do the beginning. You know what? This is why you go on my Discord and you join the Discord and you drop the link in the Discord so that I ain't got to go searching for it. How about that? Because you got me over here searching a whole bunch of stuff and I'm like, I don't know what any of this is. Drop it in the welcome category. Oh, this is the music from the main villain. All right, moving forward, if you have suggestions, drop it, go to the Discord, drop it in there and send me the link. That way I can go ahead and find this quickly because the searching thing is a little difficult because I don't know which video is the right video you want me to do. All right, so I'm gonna take a look at the next one, Joseph Joster running away. Hey, Ray, did you have one that you wanted me to do? Let me type this in. Joseph Jost. I see Joster's Secret Technique, dub version. Joseph Joster's Secret Final Plan. See, this is where I'm telling you the link comes in hand. Because right now, there's so many Joseph Josters. And you got to realize I don't have the same algorithm as you guys. So when I'm looking for something, it may not give me everything because it's going based off of my past algorithms. We can do an anime game intro. You know what I was also thinking? What is your thoughts on if I turn around and start doing some, I'm thinking of also introducing some gaming to the channel during my reactions instead of me just talking. Because my jaw starts to hurt. I'm thirsty. I'm doing all of this other stuff just for y'all. I love y'all, don't get me wrong. I love the engagement, but I get a little thirsty and this is the most I talk out of a whole week. So that's okay. Shit. I don't know if I set my computer up today. It's gonna have to be next week's stream because I didn't set myself up to, unless it's on a site, unless it's on a website, that's the only way that I'm gonna be able to do it because I don't have any games downloaded on this PC. It's on my other PC. So if you have a website game y'all want me to play, I'm definitely open to doing the website game. But HB13, what's up, homie? Welcome, welcome. Yeah, but you guys, if you have a game you want me to play, we are JoJo. Okay, but again, I'm gonna reiterate. Okay, all right, looks like Rie, thank you, Rie. I mean, not Ray. You put it in the chat. So let me find the link. All right, hold on. I don't know where you put the link. Hang on. Hang on. Hang on. Throw it in the general. Ray, throw it in the general. Not welcome. My bad. Throw it in general as just the link. I definitely need to get my Discord updated. I haven't updated in a minute. You know, I need to hire some people. I'll be busy. All right, there we go. It worked, Ray. Hopefully you didn't send me nothing inappropriate. I gotta watch y'all sometimes. All right, so this is Persona 3 Reloaded, Reload opening movie. Let's take a look. Hopefully this don't get me banned on YouTube. Oh, it already starting out legit. Oh, and it's starting off with some cool tunes, some chill, cool tunes.
Crazy how time flies when I wonder if the path is in the right direction.
Okay.
But I do believe things come to light by accident when it remains on. Sounds like it's meant to be.
Hey guys, here's my link. Here's the link to my Discord. If you guys are looking for the Discord, to join the Discord, if you want to drop me what to react to. Oh, sorry, Ray, give me 1 sec. If you got something you want me to react to, I just put the Discord link in the chat. Y'all can go ahead and join the Discord and send me the link that you want me to react to so I don't got to go searching. Because, like I said before, searching all over the place is just crazy. Just throw it in the general chat and then I'll start updating the Discord so that I can put what you want me to react to, and I'll have a channel for it so you guys can just start throwing stuff in there. So when I am live, you can go ahead and show me what y'all want me to react to. I'll also start putting up a Reddit page. I'll create a Reddit page also for JustForKickz. So there's a lot more coming. I just need to hire the right people to manage it so that because as y'all can see, I'm of a certain age. Yes, I know how to use it, but I also have my regular life that pays for me to be on this with y'all. So just bear with me as I adjust everything that needs to be adjusted. So you said this is a game. So is this like a Sims game? Or is it, what kind of game is this, Ray? HB13, you always on the move. You always on the move. I feel like every time you join my chat, you join my live, you on the move. I need to be like you. I need to be going everywhere. I like the music though. It's real chill. Are you talking about Akemi Got Killed, the manga, or are we you talking about the anime? I haven't seen the anime yet, but I have a couple of people that came to me telling me that it should be on my list. I don't know. I need to do a preview of it. So Here's what I got for you, Kai Speed Clips. The Discord channel is up there. Go ahead and put a link of the trailer for that anime, and I'll react to it shortly. That way, I can tell you verbatim if it's something that I would react to. Aloka, what? So Ray, for this game, it's basically, it's a Japanese role-playing game. So it's like Sims, right? I don't know if that's showing my age. We used to have a game back in the day. I don't even know if they still make Sims the game, but that's like a NPC / role-playing game where you live like real life in it. So is this kind of like what this game is? Oh, they still do Sims? Oh, I ain't that old. Okay. I can't tell you, boy. It may be one or the other. Oh, it's like a fighting tune, but okay. Is it software? Is it like, where do you get it? Is it like on Steam? Very story heavy. Ah, okay. Yeah, Steam has it. Okay. What do you rate it? Since you're telling me I should try playing it, I don't know if you were suggesting I play it. I don't know where we were going with that, but let me know. Oh, it's that good? It's that good? Literally one of the best games. Boy, you putting it on a pedestal. You putting it on a pedestal right now. Oh, you don't put it on a pedestal. Oh, Lord. All right. I'm going to get my gaming setup on this PC. Or what I might do is I have some work to do this week to intertwine both computers so that I can stream on one and play on the other. I hope I have enough internet bandwidth. I pay like $200 a month for my internet, so it better give me enough bandwidth, but we're going to try it. Oh, damn, it's like that. Persona 3 literally changed your life. Okay, that's a lot of pressure right now. That's a lot of pressure. Now you got me over here, got to react to this game. That's a lot of pressure. That is a lot of pressure. Okay. Okay, the themes hit heavy. All right, I can appreciate that. Let me put it on my board to download. Okay, I put it on my board for me to download, and I'll make sure I'll put a video game segment on for next week, because I want to start doing video games, but I don't know what kind of video games I should do for that. This is definitely one. I'm definitely down to do role playing. Now the other one that I want to do is like, I don't want to start going into like the major gaming world of like Call of Duty, Madden, and all of that, but I want to get like where it's a good crossover of like, I want to do a good crossover of like, I'm drawing a blank. Give me a second. Of like the anime world with those video games. So I'm going to have to kind of, maybe I'm just out of the loop. I'm going to have to do some research, or have my editor do some research to find some video games that are overlapping. Wait, they're very long. 3 took me 90 hours, and 5, it took me over 120. Oh my God. Okay, I guess it's not a game that we beat in one sitting. So what I can probably say, and I don't know, you said it's very story oriented. So I guess it's something that we can do as ongoing. Maybe do a segment of like once or twice. I don't know how often I'm gonna be definitely streaming for the gaming side, but it'd be something that I would be interested in, like showcasing, doing like an hour a stream or something like that. I'll regulate it and see how I have to play the game to kind of understand how much time I could dedicate to it. But I'll definitely put that on the burner. So the one thing that I want to, Aloka, do you have any of them that is like browser based? Because I want to do a couple of them that are browser based so I don't have to flood my computer with downloading games. But if there's some that are browser based, I'm more than happy to jump into some now even. But either way, I did have some other list of stuff that I was going to go through as well. Hang on real quick. I appreciate y'all staying with me this long too. Yeah, I'm watching Doing 5 right now. Has a video of it a week. Okay. Just don't start Genshin. What's Genshin Impact? See, when you say don't start something, it makes someone want to start something. So how you gonna say don't start something and then all of a sudden now someone wants to start it? See, y'all be trying to do that whole what's that called? Mind reversing. I'm drawing a blank. Reverse psychology. That's what I meant. Reverse psychology. Is that what you're trying to do over here, Aloka? Reverse psychology on me? All right. So let's get started with the other one. Let's see. All right. I'm gonna go over here. All right. Let's do some RDC World. For those of you who watch streamers, let's do RDC. I don't know. This is supposed to be a funny video. Let's do here. All right.
The two finally meet again after 3 years.
Hang on, Aloka.
Slaughtered by Desmond. 770.
So this one is how anime episodes be wasting time. One Piece.
Pay for what you did. And who's gonna make me? Me!
But now we're gonna go over here and see Dylan trying to get a ball out of a tree.
Animes do be just crossing timelines and being like, let's jump over here.
No reason. Now
in the middle, literally in the middle of an epic battle, they jump back and forth into different freaking storylines, and it be pissing me off.
And staring at a lake for another large part of the episode. They now try to go get some ducks. Another 5 valuable minutes of the episode wasted. With only 3 minutes left, we go to John grocery shopping.
Oh, they ain't even joking though.
Between the 2 Doritos. He chooses the blue ones.
I actually don't like Doritos.
Left in the
I'm
episode,
not a big fan of Doritos.
We finally make it back to the fight.
Die like your brother.
To be continued.
To be continued.
Hey, in all seriousness, I low-key feel like that's how solo leveling be doing it. You're dead in the middle of a good fight scene, and then all of a sudden, it's a pause, and then you just gotta wait for the next episode. I literally feel like that's how solo leveling be doing it.
Hey, I know the kind of person you are. You're not 9, you're not 10, you a big boy. You don't got time for these childish games anymore.
So I don't think, Loka, I don't think it is based off the anime One Piece. I think they're just using One Piece as a reference. Or I may be completely wrong, but I feel like there's a bunch of other animes that do that exact same thing.
2020, man, I know you're tired of these cute chibi faces, goo goo gaga. You want something real. You want a squad of savage champions. You want real, fully voiced boss battles. You want Raid Shadow Legends. And you want it today.
Yeah, you see the team, man.
Okay,
This
now I'm
next
starting to
team,
get
boy, it's
confused.
light work. Let's keep it moving. Phil, man, you can't see me. John Cena. Amazon Prime, you can get yourself use its only platform so you could, but it's
Okay, I quit. I quit with this one. Hang on. All right, this is a meme for
my work is easy.
For Attack on Titan. Worst
Here's how-
anime dads. Worst anime dads video reaction. Did you throw it in my? Did you send me a link of some funny ones, Aloka? I mentioned throw it in the general chat for the Discord channel. That way I can just react to exactly what you want. That makes everything super easy. All right. This one is how people in Marley heard the rumbling started. Yeah, I sent the link is above. Hold on, let me just throw the link again. This is the link to my Discord invite so that you can just go in, accept invite, go in, and then just bring yourself in, and then go to the general page, and then just paste the link in there, and I can just grab it that way.
Reiner is down. Reiner is down.
Oh my God!
It looks like Aaron is going to reach his brother. Oh, what is going to happen? What? Wait, who is that? Oh,
Hey, this is like the radio. This is like how Marlians are hearing on the radio as the fight is happening on Paradise.
Oh, Gabby just shot. Reiner is down. Reiner is down.
Oh my God!
It looks like Aaron is going to reach his brother.
Rainer
what
gets
is gonna
shots
happen?
down.
Wait, who is that? Oh, Gabby. Oh, Gabby just shot the attack titan right in the neck. Aaron is headless right now. His head is currently flying in the air. It's over. It's over, everyone. We're safe.
Gabby, that's what I'm talking about.
What? His head is landing in Zeke's hand. But that
Oh
shouldn't be a
man.
problem. It should be.
Hey, because we just watched this like a week ago of this same thing happening.
It should be.
Oh my God!
始祖の巨人の力を介し、すべてのユニの民へ話しかけている。この島の外にあるすべての地表を踏み鳴らす。
A lot of us was. I wasn't a Marleyan, to be honest. I don't know. I wasn't voting for Marley, so I wasn't like, oh my God, Aaron got reached there. Now they're all basically gonna be going to hell and whatnot. So I don't know, but for me, this is low key funny though.
この世から駆逐するまで。
What did I do? What did I do? I'm your people, Aaron. Oh man, it's so bullshit.
This is Pod 5, the first.
What I wonder how many people would actually be team Marley on that case. It would be funny if they would have given the perspective of Marley while all that was happening. All right. Next one, we're gonna do Aaron. We're gonna do Attack on Titan memes again. 1 sec. I had these pre-approved by a member on the team, so it shouldn't be any spoilers on here.
Friend. Please, Captain, you need to pick Armin.
Why should I?
He's my best friend. And
Okay.
he figured out who the female Titan was before any of us.
Oh, I just realized Annie and the female Titan have the same haircut. Can't wait to talk to her about it.
God, he was the one who tipped her
If
up.
it wasn't for Armin, we wouldn't be alive.
Frankly, that says more about you guys than him.
Can we at least
I'm
vote?
dead.
All right, fine. All for saving Armin.
Me. Did someone say lunch? Me. I'm voting too.
Ooh, me too.
Connie, your vote doesn't count because you're an idiot. And Sasha, yours doesn't either because you're a woman.
Because you're a woman.
Save me. Erwin, you.
Wow. Looks like Erwin is voting for Armin too. What an inspirational leader, putting faith in the next generation.
I'm dead.
That's not. Damn. Well, if if even Erwin agrees, I guess I don't have a choice.
PogChamp.
Please, I need to know if civilization really exists.
I understand, Erwin. If anyone here knows you at all, it's me.
I literally predicted the entire plot twist of this.
I did think that too. I low-key thought that. Y'all saw on the reaction when we first saw the female Titan. I was just like, why does she look low-key familiar? She do low-key look familiar.
Goddamn show.
I'm literally depleted. I want to rest down below. Is that what you said?
Don't say that, Erwin. I'm sure you'll go to heaven. Probably.
I'm clearly the better choice. You have to pick me, you monkey.
Whoa, that's racist.
What?
You know, because he's...
That's racist.
Literally nobody was thinking that you racist.
Why aren't they injecting Erwin? He's clearly the better choice.
I don't know. Maybe he's racist.
For posterity's sake, does anyone want to make a case for Erwin and vote for him? It's okay, Erwin. I got you, best buddy.
Wait, what?
So I heard Petra died. Squashed like a bug by the female Titan.
Damn.
Don't worry, if you need a shoulder to cry on, I got you, best buddy.
Oh,
No
damn.
way. You heard me correctly the whole time.
Blech.
Oh my god, there's civilization outside of the walls. Who on earth could have predicted this?
Everyone. Aaron. I'm dead. All right. Ray, looks like you sent me another one. Looks like it's another Persona 3 load. Was that what you wanted me to react to? All right, give me a second. I'll take a look at it.
Yo, spoiler alert, and I'm the Arbor Titan.
What? Oh my god.
Long stick birdie, here's the Colossal.
Just chilling.
Rhino, what the fuck? Damn, that's awesome.
Huh? I know, right?
Aaron, aren't you? Wow, so you
Was
guys
he wearing
basically
Supreme
crippled humanity
glasses?
for life? That's pretty sick.
Yep.
What? You guys have the highest KD by a long shot.
Hell yeah.
Branded as the worst mass murderers of humanity for sure.
PogChamp.
A dark
I'm
stain
dead.
on humanity's darkest memory in all of history. Can you stop? You basically have Hitler status.
Is he even canon?
Basically got
True.
Hitler
This is the dream
status.
anyway.
Wait, what?
Stop! Just stop for a second. First of all,
Rhino. He basically called us Hitler. Pretty cool, right?
you.
I'm dead.
And second, Aaron, we killed your parents, man. Actually, only one of them.
Wait, what?
That's not my point. We ruined your life along with everyone you know. We forever changed the course of history objectively for the worse. Why are
Yes, you
such a
did.
downer, man?
See? I told you he'd be cool. You're being weird.
Me? Aaron, you're literally standing next to the person who made you who you are today. And that's not a good thing. Hey, screw you.
Damn.
I'm cool. Am I right?
Complete honesty?
No, you're not.
You are kinda emo.
Mikasa now!
Hey, he is low-key emo.
Damn. So Bertolt ruined everything, huh?
Berto low-key did ruin everything. But I also felt like Berto was just a drag on everything, too.
Attack on Titan facts you probably didn't know. Porco's uniform
All
is
right. We're going to go through some facts I sent to. All right. Give me 1 sec, Ray. I'm going to go through them. Let me finish these Attack on Titan ones.
the only mistakes in AOT. When Porco was
I
infiltrated,
wonder how many of us can get these right, or how many of us know of these mistakes that are these facts that are in Attack on Titan. It's 8 minutes, so let's buckle in.
Attack on Titan facts you probably didn't know. Porco's uniform is one of the only mistakes in AOT. When Porco was infiltrating Paradis in Season 4, Episode 16, he was wearing a garrison uniform. Just 3 episodes later, in Episode 19, he's wearing a Scout Regiment uniform shortly before his death. This mistake was apparently later fixed, but I was still able to see it when I looked it up on Crunchyroll. Attack on Titan characters stink. They don't shower as much as we do in the real world. And it's because they live in a culture that doesn't mind body odor. The only exception is Levi. He hates anything that is dirty or stinky. Quick, you have 3 seconds to guess who the smartest person in AOT is. Well, in the official...
Who do you guys think is the smartest person in AOT? I'm gonna go with Armin.
Attack on Titan guidebook, I found that there are actually 2 people tied for the smartest, Hanj and Zeke. Turns out that Armin
they're both
just isn't
scientists.
as smart as we all thought. And while Zeke is tied for the smartest, Hanj and Zeke. Turns out that Armin just isn't as smart as we all thought.
I had picked Armin. Oops. But I guess I can see why Zeke and Hanji, because they're technically scientists. Hanji is the scientist who was working on all of the Titans for the Paradise to learn more about them. So yes, the smartest in the sense of science, and Zeke also because he studied the lifespan of Titans and where they came from. So I can see why they're educational book smart, but I think Armin is smarter in a tactical life sense, save your life in the middle of a war, smart. That's just my point of view.
And while Zeke is one of the smartest characters in the show, he does have one major weakness. You see, he just can't handle spicy food. The Japanese call this nekahita, which translates to cat's tongue, and it just refers to people who can't eat spicy food. Did you know that Attack on Titan is not original? Isayama is a great writer, but he didn't come up with everything all by himself. A big part of the show is based on a super old Viking legend. In this legend, the gods build walls to protect themselves from evil giants who live across the sea.
Did you know
I didn't know that
for $0?
I didn't know that Attack on Titan came from something else. Did you guys know that?
GTA and Attack on Titan have in this legend, the gods build walls to protect themselves from evil giants who live across the sea. But somehow, the giants broke through the walls and massacred a bunch of the gods. GTA and Attack on Titan have a lot more in common than you might think. Back when Isayama was creating Kenny's character, he would play a ton of GTA 5 in his spare time. And one of his favorite GTA characters was this crazy criminal called Trevor Phillips.
I know Trevor.
You guys and them.
So Isayama decided to use Trevor from GTA as inspiration for Kenny's character. Once I saw them side by side,
oh, that's pretty cool.
I hadn't noticed it earlier. If you look at the top 10
that's actually
from
pretty
the
cool.
Training squad, you'll notice that Ymir didn't make it, and that's actually a big deal. Ymir was way more talented than Historia, who was the.
I'm shocked that Ymir didn't make it as long as she did too. But I also felt like she was kind of teeter-totting between like going back to Marley and basically her being changed from being a Titan.
10th highest ranking grad, and that's actually a big top 10 graduates from the 104th training squad. You'll notice that Ymir didn't make it, and that's actually a big deal. Ymir was way more talented than Historia, who was the 10th highest ranking graduate. But during the final weeks of training, Ymir purposely started slacking off. She did this so that Historia would make it into the 10 top graduates and be able to join the military police. She must have been so annoyed when Historia chose to join the Survey Corps. Isayama once said that Falco was inspired by his favorite character in the show Breaking Bad. The character's name was Jesse Pinkman, and he was a drug addict. Can you see the resemblance?
Oh shit! This is actually one of the dopest thing like video I've seen in a long time. The fact that this is actually really dope.
Show Breaking Bad. The character's name was Jesse Pinkman, and he was a drug addict. Can you see
I
the
see it too.
But that's not the only thing Isayama revealed. At an Attack on Titan convention in Japan, somebody found old sketches of Falco from way back. These sketches show that Isayama had originally planned for Falco's last name to be Bach instead of Christ. But Isayama recently confirmed something that fans have been suspicious of for years. In an interview, he revealed that Gabby's character design was partially based on a sketch he made of a female Eren Yeager. Shout out to all the fans who've been saying this for the last couple of years.
They low-key did look kind of alike. I never put that together.
But he didn't do it on purpose. In the interview, he said that if the entire 104th Cadet Corps had an arm wrestling competition, Reiner would place second, only behind Mikasa Ackerman. This is just another reminder that Mikasa is a next-level fighter. Even if Levi hadn't have been injured, I think she would have eventually became a better fighter than him. The anime made a big deal when the 100th injured.
See, I told y'all. You guys didn't believe me. I always said I felt Mikasa could beat Levi. And everybody was like, Levi is too legit. And I'm like, but Mikasa is like legit.
Competition, Reiner would place second, only behind the
So hold on.
Shout out to all the fans who've been saying this for the last couple of years. Isayama revealed who the strongest person in the 104th Cadet Corps was, but he didn't do it on purpose. In the interview, he said that if the entire 104th Cadet Corps had an arm wrestling competition, Reiner would place second, only behind Mikasa Ackerman. This is just another reminder that Mikasa is a next-level fighter. Even if Levi hadn't have been injured, I think she would have eventually became a better fighter than him. The anime made a big deal when the 104th Trainee Squad graduated. But did you know that that 4 of the top 5 graduates of honor had Titan powers? They were Reiner, Hurtholt, Annie, and Aaron. The only exception is Mikasa Ackerman, the #1 graduate. She's so powerful that she doesn't even need Titan powers.
That is crazy how... Hey, Rudra, welcome back. It's crazy how the top 5 did, like 4 of the top 5 did have Titan powers. So wait. I never really realized, because we never went into it, does Annie have the ability to turn into a Titan? Not Annie, sorry. Mikasa. Does she have the Eldian bloodlines? But even though her family is from the Japanese lady island, I forgot what it was called. But does that mean that Mikasa has the ability to be a Titan if she would have taken Zeke's spinal fluid? Or it wouldn't have affected her? What is y'all thoughts?
With over 100
Okay, Ackerman's cannot. Okay.
million copies sold, Attack on Titan is the 14th highest selling manga in the world. If you're curious, the highest selling manga is One Piece at 500 million copies. But I'm betting that if AOT had over 1,000 chapters, it would be the #1 manga. Isayama has been working on Attack on Titan.
It may be the #1 manga.
A lot of details have been changed over and over again. Eren in Season 1 is a perfect example. He was originally supposed to know all along that he had Titan powers, but Isayama changed his mind and scrapped that idea. And when Isayama's Attack on Titan first became famous, his bank called him and demanded to know why he was getting so much money in his bank account. Isayama said that the bank probably thought he was running some sort of scam. The next 3 points are about birthdays and...
Well, I mean, once your anime hits big, the whole world is going to start basically digesting it. You're going to make a lot of money. But what the bank got to do with it? Why the bank worried about where my money from? You're supposed to just hold it. Just be happy I'm putting my money in the bank. Jeez.
Attack on Titan. Armin's birthday is November 3rd, which at first seems super random, but actually suits him because...
Oh my God, Rudra. Could you imagine that though? It's like your first manga being Attack on Titan, and if you tried to follow up with that, it'd be an epic fail forever. I would just stop being a writer. It's like, how do I make another manga better than Attack on Titan? Because look what it's become. You can't really write anything else and if you even tried, it's probably gonna become an epic fail.
In Japan, this day celebrates academics and the fine arts. And Levi's birthday is actually on December 25th, Christmas Day. We don't know if they celebrate Christmas in the walls, but
Wait. Is these information in the manga, like their birthdays? Because I don't ever remember them talking about birthdays in the series. Like, I don't remember them talking about Levi's birthday. I wouldn't write any other manga either. I feel like you'd be set for life. Literally, you can live like royalty based off the royalties he's making from Attack on Titan.
they definitely do have a pure Titan that looks like Santa Claus. Marco's birthday is June 16th, which seems super random until you look a bit closer at the date. You see, June 16th is exactly halfway through the year, and after Marco died, only half of his body was found. Talk about an Easter egg. And
I think they just reaching on that one. Half his body, half the year. I think that's a reach. I really do feel like that's a reach.
Highest Titan kills out of the entire 104th trainee squad. But if you only count kills while in human form, he only has one. Did you know that Eren's desire to go beyond the walls actually stems from Isayama's childhood? He grew up in a village surrounded by mountains, and he always wanted to see what was on the other side of the mountain. Isayama put the same yearning in Eren's character, and I gotta say, it fits pretty well into the show. Isayama originally planned to have everybody...
Isayama wanted to travel outside of Japan walls. I mean, it makes sense. You basically use what you think about to write a lot of your work, so it makes sense.
Die at the end of AOT. But when the manga blew up in popularity, he changed his mind so that fans wouldn't be too sad. I think it's fair to say that most fans still disliked his revised ending. Did you know that China banned Attack on Titan? While China has been relaxing its laws for the last few decades,
why would you ban Attack on Titan?
For being much too violent. Too bad the Chinese can't enjoy Attack on Titan, but something tells me they have bigger problems to worry about. Let's talk about Erwin Smith for a second.
Wait, what?
The last few decades, it know that China banned a few anime for being much too violent. Too bad the Chinese can't enjoy Attack on Titan. Titan, but something tells me they have bigger problems to worry about. Let's talk about Erwin Smith for a second. Did you know Erwin was designed to look like a Secret Service member in a super old music video called Paris Hilton for President? It's actually crazy how similar they look. But the inspiration for Erwin's actual character came from a German military man named Erwin Rommel. He was accused of attempting to assassinate.
I feel like all of Attack on Titan came from Germany, quote unquote. Don't y'all think?
Adolf Hitler, and was forced to eat cyanide. What do you think is the very best episode in the entire Attack on Titan anime? With over 85 episodes, it's hard to pick. Luckily, Isayama shared what he thought was the best of them all. He said that episode 11 from
In Malaysia, Attack on Titan wear pants. Huh? Oh, the anime. Oh, the Titans wear pants. That's interesting. So did they have to like redraw a whole new thing? Like a whole new Titans just for Malaysia? Ray, ain't that right? Back when Attack on Titan, they were a lot more strict than they are now, apparently.
Season 3 is the best episode he's ever worked on. And this is kind of weird because at a glance, this episode is nothing special. We find out that Commander Keith Sades was good friends with Grisha Yeager, and that was the one who saved baby Eren years ago as a
I feel
child.
like this
If
was
you
the
were to want
pinnacle
to join the
episode
Survey
where
Corps,
everything came
first
together.
You'd have to go through several years of training as a cadet. About 50% of the cadets would drop out during the training, and out of the 218 cadets left, only 10% would join the scouts. Then you would go out on your first scouting mission, and guess how many of your fellow rookie scouts would die? 30% of them. 30% would die on their first mission. Let me tell you right now, the odds are not in your favor, which is why I would probably choose to be military police. You probably couldn't use ODM gear if you tried. There's a reason that so many cadets fail their training. They can't figure out how to use their ODM gear. And did you know that if a complete noob stole ODM gear and tried to use it, they would crash into the ground at 48 miles per hour? Before Isayama wrote Attack on Titan, he made a living working at an internet cafe. He really liked the job, but one day, a foreign customer grabbed him by the collar and started yelling at him. Isayama said that this experience showed him the fear of meeting somebody he couldn't communicate with. Apparently, this is the fear that inspired him to create the Pure Titans for AOT. But that didn't stop Isayama from working with other...
That's actually kind of cool. How he took the Titan from him being taken in the arcade room
at 48 miles per hour. Before Isayama wrote Attack on Titan, he made a living working at an internet cafe. He really liked the job, but one day, a foreign customer grabbed him by the collar and started yelling at him. Isayama said that this experience showed him the fear of meeting somebody he couldn't communicate with. Apparently, this is the fear that inspired him to create the Pure Titans for AOT. But that didn't stop Isayama from working with other people. I think he got along with others a little too well because one of his editors was recently jailed for something crazy. This editor for AOT was sentenced to 11 years in prison for the murder of his wife. First off, what the hell? And second, that's definitely not a long enough punishment for killing your wife. The Pure Titans are all super weird looking, but some of them are actually designed after specific people. We all probably know that the creator designed a couple of them after characters in Breaking Bad and Game of Thrones, but did you know some of them are based on his friends and even members of his family? Sometimes he takes requests from fans. But believe it or not, Isayama has only designed one Titan to look like him. And this Titan is so rare that I had trouble finding him. After spending 45 minutes looking through the internet, I only found this one crappy photo of the Titan. What do you say? I think it looks pretty similar.
Interesting. I haven't watched Rising of Shields Hero. Anybody else in the chat have seen that anime?
Titan website once confirmed that Ymir's feelings for Historia were romantic. Unfortunately, I don't think that website is up anymore. However,
Ray
the
says
producer
yes.
of AOT's anime once said in an interview that Ymir and Historia were a couple, but not all couples are meant to be. Erwin Smith is one of the most attractive characters in the entire AOT show, so how come he's not wifed up? Well, it's been revealed that he's staying single because of how dangerous his job is. He could die any day, so he's not willing to risk leaving a family without a father.
You learn so much more in the manga.
Above the rest in terms of popularity, and I don't mean conventional popularity
How
like
do they know that
no, this person is someone
Erwin wanted to be single. What in the hell? I don't get that, Kai Speed Clips.
we all wish we saw more of. I think you know I'm talking about Marco. After his sad death, none of us fans were the same anymore. But in 2020, Isayama leaked a sketch that showed what Marco would have looked like if he hadn't mysteriously died. Is it me, or does he kind of look like Porco Galliard? Mikasa's red scarf
He does
is
look
probably
like
the
Galliard.
most well-known item in the entire show. But believe it or not, she doesn't actually wear it everywhere. This may seem super obvious, but Isayama said that when it's too hot outside, she leaves home without it. Yeah, Aaron's cute and all, but even he isn't worth burning up in the sun. Isayama's original idea for
Actually,
AOT
low-key
was
never
actually
seen
denied.
Mikasa
When
without
the creator
it.
first brought his manga idea to the biggest manga publisher in Japan, they turned him down and said he had to change a bunch of things.
Oh,
Isayama
wow, this is
declined
like the
and
Michael
took his
Jordan
idea to
story.
another publisher who immediately
He got
accepted it.
denied from his first publication. Oh wait, what did I just click? Shoot.
This is part 1, and I'll do a part 2 if this video gets 5,000 subscribers. So subscribe right now.
All right, that was actually low-key pretty good. All right, one more Attack on Titan one, and then I'm gonna jump to yours, Ray.
When you're in the zone, but getting in the
Most people watch AOT casually, but if you're an expert like me, you've definitely noticed.
So this is the Attack on Titan.
Secretly revealed the
13
future.
times
Like
they
the
predicted
secret
the
in this
future.
scene that pretty much everybody missed. It all started when Ymir, Historia, Connie, Reiner, and Berthold were stuck in the castle tower. They were surrounded by Titans, and it seemed like everybody was going to
How
die.
did it predict the future
Ymir
here?
grabbed a knife from Connie, jumped off the tower, and shocked everyone by turning into the Jaw Titan. She fought the Titans so ferociously that the tower began to topple. She realized this and jumped onto the falling tower to save her friends. But here's where AOT revealed the future. After Ymir jumps onto the falling tower, the camera cuts to Historia and the others' faces so we can see their reaction. If you look at Berthold, you'll see that he is holding his hand in front
he
of
was
his
about
face
to
and about
bite.
to bite it. Berthold really thought he was going to die and was willing to reveal his secret identity in order to save his own life. But this isn't the only time the anime subtly foreshadowed that Berthold was a Titan shifter. You see
It's so weird how there's such subtle like things that you miss when you're watching it because you're not paying attention. But then you go back and look at it again, and it's telling you everything all over. It's basically telling you what was gonna happen. I like videos like this that'll help me understand these things.
At this point, I wanted to find the biggest, baddest secret in all of AOT. So I started digging. I read fan theories, all while watching episodes over and over again, and that's how I found this moment. You see, I was watching episode 3, Eren, Mikasa, and Armin had just become military recruits, and everybody else was quizzing them on what it was like to have seen Titans up close. The other recruits pestered Eren with questions about the appearance of the Titans, and while he was talking, I noticed something a little suspicious. Eren was explaining what the Titans look like, but the camera cut to show both Berthold and Reiner. I almost missed it because the animation for them in this scene is pretty garbage, and Berthold is completely unrecognizable. An even crazier revelation you definitely missed was
They
right
weren't really
after
paying
Eren
attention.
defeated the female Titan. Full of rage, Eren yells out something. And let me be clear, Eren yelling isn't out of the ordinary. It's what he says that is so shocking once you rewatch it.
What did he say?
That's right. Eren says that he's
Oh,
going
shit.
to destroy the whole world. If you're watching AOT for the first time, of course you wouldn't get this reference. But if you've already watched the anime, you know this points to a very dark and all too real ending much later in the show. Speaking of dark moments,
I would have never guessed Eren would have said, "I'll destroy the world."
I was completely devastated when this scene happened. In episode 17 of the anime, it looks like Reiner is crushed in the female Titan's hand. Seconds later, Reiner uses his blades to cut through her hand and escapes like an absolute
But
beast. A
I think
detail
that
that
was a
nobody
setup.
noticed during his escape is how there were bits of steam surrounding his body the entire time. This was a clear foreshadowing to his Titan shifter abilities to regenerate with steam when injured. But if you're like most people, your answer to this is something like, dude, that steam is from when he cut the female Titan's fingers. So let's go back a few seconds to an even
I thought it was
crazier
her
example
blood
of
on his
foreshadowing.
hands.
When Reiner was in the female Titan's hand, she began squeezing him, and it looks like Reiner is in extreme pain. But if you look closely, you can see him wink and then gesture his hand in the direction of Eren. Okay, picture this. It's It's a couple years back. You've just started watching AOT.
Oh, this is so
and the
subtle.
very first episode cuts to Aaron sleeping in a beautiful meadow. But Aaron isn't actually sleeping peacefully. He's having a nightmare. The anime shows you some of the scenes he's dreaming, but they don't really make sense to you. You see, Aaron's nightmare was actually just the show foreshadowing the future of the anime.
I can see the future!
Let me explain. In his nightmare,
Wait,
Aaron
what?
sees many things that come true within the near future. One part shows Survey Corps members dead on the ground. These were casualties of the attempts to capture the female Titan. Another part of the nightmare shows a woman being lifted from some rubble by a Titan. This woman turns out to be Aaron's mom later in episode 1. But unlike Aaron's mom, the next scene will live on as a moment where Titan shifters were subtly revealed in the show. For example, when the new recruits had to figure out which military brand they'd join, the anime did something a bit interesting. Each recruit was shown taking a deep breath and thinking very deeply about what to do. The anime showed each of the recruits' thought process for what branch they should join. If you look back, only Reiner, Berthold, Annie, and Ymir's thought process weren't included because they were all Titans. Showing their thought process would have revealed their true reasons for joining the military.
That's a reach.
I was talking to my absolute nerd
It's a very
of an
interesting
anime friend
video,
last
isn't
week,
it?
and they exposed something that kind of shocked me. You see, the opening and ending scenes of AOT are actually kind of famous for revealing the future of the anime. The season 2 end credits are the best example of this. The credits show a specific scene where there are a couple of huge Titans wandering around a barren wasteland. This is a foreshadowing to the rumbling, which happens nearly 42 chapters later. This is the Crystal Cave. When Aaron was captured by Rod Reese and ended up chained here, he said something interesting.
There's something else about this place. It feels familiar somehow.
Your dad.
Have I been here?
When I heard him say this, I was confused because I didn't remember it being mentioned earlier in the series. It turns out that Aaron didn't say this because he was dazed or messed up in the head. In season 4, it's revealed that Aaron went back in time and convinced his father to kill the entire Reese family here in order to obtain the power of the founding Titan. The creepiest Titan in all of AOT is probably this one. What makes everything weirder is how the smiling Titan seems to only target Aaron's loved ones. But there's a reason for this. In chapter 139 of the manga, Aaron reveals to Armin that he used his founding Titan powers to mess with the smiling Titan's head and make it target his mother. But what viewers back then couldn't have known.
Oh my God, that's sadistic! Did it low-key just say Aaron basically sacrificed his mother? I feel like it just said Aaron just sacrificed his mother. Oh shit. Well, Rudra, don't tell me what the spoiler was because I don't think I caught it. But I did catch that Aaron literally just set up his whole mother to get killed. Oh my God. How was that a spoiler though? Oh shit, I'm over here spitting. Sorry guys. But don't tell me what the spoiler is. I must have missed the spoiler, but I don't think the spoiler was Aaron.
Was that the smiling Titan was actually about to eat Berthold. Aaron knew that Berthold was essential to the future of the war and had the smiling Titan eat his mother instead. The death of his mother caused Aaron's hatred against the Titans and ultimately helped him achieve his goals.
Every last one.
Here's
So
one
wait, was Aaron's emotion here not real at all? Because if he knew, oh, I'm so confused. Okay, so if Aaron knew that his mother was supposed to get eaten because he sent the Titan to go eat his mother, how is he so emotional because his mother got eaten? God, Aaron's died. I don't think I could be Team Aaron anymore. This man sacrificed his mother, his mama. I can only imagine, like, he's sitting in the kitchen like, yeah, you remember when you messed up my oatmeal that one morning? You're going to get eaten by a Titan. What? How do you even come to the conclusion of having your mother get eaten by a Titan, yo? I don't even know how somebody even comes to that conclusion.
more popular examples of foreshadowing in AOT. When AOT first started as an anime in 2013, nobody really thought twice about the title of the first episode, To You, 2,000 Years From Now. Some of the fans did try to figure out what it meant, but nothing official was ever figured out. In Season 4, an episode came out called From You, 2,000 Years Ago. The connection between these two titles is pretty simple. The title of the first episode is simply pointing at how Ymir waited 2,000 years for Eren to free her from her enslavement. You see, during her entire existence, Ymir suffered as a slave. She chose Eren Yeager to carry the burden of her pain because only he could understand everything she had been through. Together, they decided that the only way to—
Wait, why was Eren the only one that could understand his pain? If Eren was the one that put himself through the pain. What? Make that make sense. If it was Eren that put himself through the pain, how does Eren know the true pain of what Ymir went through if he put himself through it? Chat, I'm so lost. I don't know if that's just a spoiler. I don't think that's a spoiler because I had already seen these episodes of Ymir.
Waited 2,000 years for Eren. The title of the first episode is simply pointing at how Ymir waited 2,000 years for Eren to free her from her enslavement.
But
You
Ymir,
see, during her entire existence, Ymir suffered as a slave. She chose Eren Yeager to carry the burden of her pain.
I don't know. I didn't watch this. My editor put this in a list for me to watch. I assumed my editor went through all of this, so I didn't have spoilers. But apparently now I'm starting to get spoilers. I hope he's in here, and look what you did.
Because only he could understand everything she had been through. Together, they decided that the only way to end the Titan cycle of violence would be world annihilation. The episode called From You, 2,000 Years Ago is basically Eren realizing that Ymir led him to her. But Ymir's slavery isn't the biggest theme in the show. The idea of freedom is. Throughout the show, birds are shown flying around as examples of Eren's desire for freedom.
Yeah, I think my editor betrayed me for real. I'm about to message him
to show just how impossible Eren's true goals actually were. But as Mikasa is mourning at Eren's grave, a gentle dove flies down and comforts her. This is a beautiful example of how AOT foreshadowed the future of the anime way back in season 1.
I just messaged him.
You
gave me spoilers.
Watching an anime. Don't skip the end credits. In season 3 of AOT, the end credits basically reveal the most important parts of Historia's life. You can see her love for Fidelis and Ymir, her relationship to Eren, and much more. But the most important thing you see in the end credits is just how similar her life is to the founder Ymir. Just like Ymir, Historia suffered at the hands of others. Just like Ymir, Historia loved somebody with all of her heart. This end credits scene is called Requiem der Morgenrot.
Wait, who did Historia love with all her heart? I can't stop now. Oh shit. All right, I'll stop. I'll stop. I'll stop. I'll stop. I'll stop. Oh, my editor's gonna have to hear it. My editor's gonna have to hear about it. Oh shit. Okay. I guess that's why I was so confused. I was like, wait, what? What? I'm so confused. What's happening? I don't know what's happening. That makes sense why I'm like, these are not making sense. Dang, Rudra, you already trying to get my editor fired? Rudra like, I can do a better job and you ain't even got to pay me. I don't think those are the words my editor wants to hear. My editor doesn't want to hear that. I'm dead. If y'all haven't yet, make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure if you're in here and you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe to your boy because we're going to be doing this every single week. So make sure y'all come along for the ride. All right, let me go look at Ray. We're going to go back. Ah, shit. He told me, he messaged me back. He's like, Bro, I told you don't react to the Attack on Titan facts. I'm like, then why put him in there then? Okay, it might be my fault. I must have missed where he said don't react to the Attack on Titan ones. And I was like, well, why put them on my playlist if you don't want me to react to it? Come on, buddy. I just told him they think you set me up. All right, let me find Ray. Where we at? Okay, let's get back to my Discord. Okay, so we're gonna react to another Persona 5 Royal, right, Ray? All right. You know, hey Ray, if you can see, is there someone else that streams or records their gameplay for this game? I'd like to see how it is in real action rather than like the intro. I haven't heard of ADO. Rudra, I don't know if you were around when I said earlier in the stream. Go to my Discord page and just paste the link that you want me to watch in the general chat there so that I can just click it and react to it rather than me searching for it, because I've been trying to search for some in the today and I was finding a whole bunch of them and I don't know exactly which one it is. So that would, if you, I think you have it, I'll post the link again, but that would be like the easiest way for me to find what you want me to react to. Here it is again. And then just throw it in the general tab. Oh, ADO is a singer. No, I'm not familiar with them. This trailer, hey Ray, this trailer low-key reminds me of like Dan to Dan. I like the animation too. I think the trailers does a really good job, but I really want to see what the gameplay looks like. Because right now it gives me like a vibe like it's a whole anime. Like it's an anime series and not an actual game. So for someone who don't know what it is, it gives me like it's an anime vibe. Hey, that was Shibuya Crossing. All right, so let's take a look at real quick your guys' Mikey Persona. Okay, let's take a look. I just want to see one of them.
5 years, isn't
We got to pay the piper. Hang on. Oh, they're going to make me watch the whole thing. Hang on, guys. You know, I don't have that much money to be paying for YouTube no subscription. I mean, not subscription. YouTube no ads. So, yeah. All right, so let's take a look. Is the Awakening the... Hold on. I think I'm getting out of order. 1 second. I did. Okay, I don't know if I did. Hang on. We just did Persona 5 Royale. I think I skipped Persona 3 Reload. Okay, so right now, which one of Mikey should I watch, Ray? Then after this, do the awakening video. I don't see the awakening video. You sent me, so far you only sent me 4 links, Ray. Oh, awakening cutscene. I got it. I got it, Ray. Awakening cutscene. I got it. All right. I'm not going to watch the whole thing of it because it's an hour for this gameplay.
I don't really have any special intro planned today. It's currently
I low-key like his
so I don't have time to think about it. But you know, we're just
I like
gonna
his
let the
background.
Persona intro cook. Cause can that really miss? Oh my gosh, bro, my aesthetic and stuff. Boy, their colors.
So it's the same way in the game?
Dang! All right, yo, that was tough. That was tough. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to part 1. Bruh.
All right, let's push through it.
Hi, like that. But yes, get through. New game. I don't know if that's me. We'll let it cook.
I'm zooming through it, so bear with me. Oh, there's a lot of reading in it too. Ray, you trying to bring me back to school? I gotta read?
Like it's 104 days of summer vacation. Cool, bro.
Trigger.
Ma'am, there's always another answer. Don't open the game like this. No.
There's no.
There's some heavy.
Oh, you were right. There is a lot of
those thoughts are. I'm not gonna say over. Definitely this ghost blood.
I'm still not seeing how it turns into a game.
Just up ahead. Are we the only one wrong? That's where I got how to hurry
up. Okay, hold on.
Oh, we can move. I arrived so late. I'd better hurry up. Oh shoot, I forgot how to say it. Iwatodai dorm. I hope I'm not wrong. That's where I'll be staying from now on. It should be just up ahead. So are we the only one that can like see this like this? Or is this something that everybody?
Oh, okay. So is this like a GTA?
No one here. Better keep my distance. Looks a little dangerous. Yeah, for sure, bro. You gonna be just like dude from
Ray. Is this like GTA?
We can try checking over here. Go to the strip mall. What is going on? Coffin like? Is this a coffin? I'm saying, right? Like, what is Dracula finna pop out of this? I wonder what is in these things. What do you think is in coffins? And why are you so calm? Casual. Bro is living. I guess this is it. Got heard. Oh, whoa. Persona 3 reload. Why do you have on a prisoner outfit?
I've been waiting a long time.
Bro, if somebody don't take me out of this Luigi's mansion, if is this soul?
Okay. This actually looks kind of low-key cool. All right, I fuck with it. I fuck with it. Okay, Ray, I fuck with it. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and I'll download it this week so we can run with it this week or next weekend. All right, and then we'll take a look at the reloaded The Awakening.
No way. That's it. One of the monsters that attacked us. It's a shadow.
What's that, Edward Scissorhands? I so want to get my guns engraved. Oh, he knocked them to the ground. That's creepy.
It's here. Wait.
Such an emo vibe. You've now entered the Matrix.
Go on.
Rudra, you trying to get me to do Gooner? Do you mean Gooner or I just want to make sure we're on the same page. I ain't trying to get kicked off of YouTube just yet. I'm still brand new over here, Rudra. You over here, Gooner.
I am thou. Thou art I.
If you have a couple of them, Rudra, throw them in the Discord.
I am Orpheus, master of strings.
Did you find the Discord, Gudra? I mean, I said Gudra. See, you got me saying Gooner and Gudra at the same time.
Just as we thought.
I bet. Throw it in the chat. Rudra. What is this? Oh, they take over minds. Don't tell me it's a bunny that's gonna pop out. Oh no. Oh, that's actually kind of cool. Ray, is this why you like OLTM? This is the vibe it's giving me. This is interesting. Oh, he killed it. Was that like his guardian angel? All right, I'm open to trying it, Ray. Rudra, did you send it? A persona is a oh, you getting deep, Ray. A persona is a reflection of your inner self. It better not be taking an inner look at me. That's a little scary. Rudra, I saw that you joined the Discord. Did you throw it in the general chat? Oh, that's how the game describes it. I get it. But no, that's it looked like it could be interesting. Definitely something you could lose yourself in for a couple of hours. So yeah, I'm down to react to it. All right, where are we at? Okay. Maybe probably another couple of them, and we'll see where we go from here. All right, one sec. Give me 1 second. All right, let's react to this one.
Somebody help!
So this one is how Jin Woo be every time somebody needs help. That is so facts. They could be dying, and Jin Woo is over there in the corner.
I know it. I feel it.
No, please. Oh God, if there's anybody here, now's the time to intervene.
But the big question is, how can I save this nigga and still be clean?
I'll give you anything you.
See, see, that's some Naruto type shit, bro. I'm Jim Woo. What's the point of wearing the black Amiri pants and the black cats then, bro? Oh, I know. Stop.
That's his jacket off. That's not it.
See, man, fuck no, man. Jim Woo, what the fuck is up with you, bro? Hey, man, you might as well have put Ichigo theme song on that bitch, bro. What are you thinking? Oh, he about to die if you don't hurry up and come up with something, bro. Ooh, oh, I got one. There ain't nothing wrong with this one. I got one. That's the one. That's the one. Oh, I gotta save this nigga. Yeah.
I'll give you anything you. I'm dead. And that's exactly how it would stop.
That shit was all right.
That is exactly how it would stop, too.
Those are black cats for real, bro. I pulled the bugs out, bro. Hey, man. Hey, sorry for next week when I slap you, but bro. Hey, we got to end up.
Close the season off, bro.
Oh, God. Same time next week, man.
Oh, I'm dead. All right. 1 sec. Okay. But yeah, I don't know. So next week, I think I'm going to go back to Sunday, only because I won't always have Mondays at this time available. So I think I'm going to go back to Sunday this next week and go from there. Maybe do it later in the evening, but I'm not 100% sure yet. But who knows? Who knows? So hang on, before I conclude, I know Rudra really wanted me to take a look at this. I'm a little afraid of what it is. It's 4 minutes, so let's take a look. Before I conclude, let's see. Rudra, you better not get me kicked off. All right, so this is Weathering Waves. Wuthering Waves? So it's already starting out with somebody drowning. Rudra, you pick something dark. Purple hair. Oh, it's fairy.
In desperate need of refinement. As a Phasalia.
Oh, damn.
Learn the proper etiquette.
This is what you got, Rudra. This is what you got me ending on? Well, I feel like that's going to be like monkey brain with potatoes and carrots. It already looked like it's simmering in blood. Of course. A whole ass octopus coming out. Oh, this sound. Why they holding her?
Silence is a virtue, as is grace.
Oh, she wearing garters. Oh.
You must swallow without flinching. Now.
That's what she said.
Don't tremble.
That's exactly what he said.
Take your hand. Steady.
Why she's so sensual with it?
Cut it.
What did she have her eat? Where's her pants?
I'm afraid.
She over here just thighs out on the table? Man, don't you know your maids probably ain't happy that they gotta clean the table now because you done got your butt cheeks on the table, people trying to eat. And hold on, didn't that plate just hit the ground? How is the plate back on the table? I'm so confused.
I'm afraid we'll have to address that.
Oh, she drowning. She waterboarding her. Oh, this is some BDSM style. She over here drowning her too?
Even if the taste is as bitter as death.
Oh, she done killed a lot of versions of her.
You must offer your blood and tears to the hidden abyss of the sea.
Oh, she feeding her to the octopus. Oh, this that tentacle play. Oh. Very teethy. Is she gonna get away? Swim, girl, swim! Get the knife. Wait. Hold on. Was she just imagining herself in the water, or was she really in the water and this is some magician, mystery, witchcraft stuff? And my next question is, why are all those plates filled and ain't nobody sitting at the table? You got soup on the table, ain't nobody, there ain't no chairs, there ain't no people. Is she just imagining herself? Is this kind of like a mental thing where she got multiple personalities within her brain realm? Or am I overthinking it?
Sample it well.
Wait, what happened to the beef potato instead? Oh, that's a whole new thing. Oh, now she got cake.
I've got this. Follow my lead.
Please enjoy a small gesture from the Thessalians.
Huh. Does the head of the Thessalians take us for fools?
Does he have a Spaniard accent?
1/10 is a great concession for the Thessalians. Yeah. Do remind yourselves the nobles of decorum that should get you.
Oh, you know she a killer. You know she a killer. Look at that. Look at that. She got teardrop eyes. You already know she done took bodies. She done got lives on her hands. See how the animation got her bosoms jump, bounce. They literally go into the details of letting her boobies bounce. That is animation. Oh yeah, Bayonetta.
Seek the depths of the abyss to fathom the heart of the sea.
Woo!
You are but foam on the way.
Oh, Jesus.
Destined to utterly dissolve.
Yeah, she a killer. Now she letting the jellyfishes out. Oh, damn. Oh, y'all so nasty. Y'all so nasty. I wonder too.
How sweet will you be?
I'm chocolate. I'm chocolate, girl. I'm chocolate. I'm chocolate, girl. I'm chocolate. Oh, Lord. What in the world? I'm chocolate. I don't know what y'all talking about, but well, whoa. She said, I wonder how sweet you will be. Ah, chocolate, make it melt. Hey, put a little cherry on top.